Hey y'all. I'm gonna take these headphones off because I actually don't need them when I stream because it's not like the headphones are actually playing anything or picking up any microphone action because I have a mic here. So I'm gonna take those off. I'll put them back on when I play the game. But hey y'all. Uh, what's up Zero? What's up Leo? What's up Justin? What's up Arias? Yeah, we're gonna talk about Sneako and all his shenanigans. We're gonna talk about a lot of shenanigans, but during the shenanigans, your girl's gonna put on some makeup. So I know most of my audience is guys, so y'all probably don't give a shit about makeup, but it's okay. I'm gonna be talking about these other things. Justin has me on his phone. He forgot to turn his volume down. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing my makeup while I talk about all these different topics, and then when I'm done talking about all these things, and then putting my face on, then I'm gonna switch over and I'm gonna play a little bit of Hogwarts Legacy. I'm probably not gonna play the game for super duper long, just because I have an appointment tomorrow, very early at 9 o'clock. I got an appointment tomorrow, baby appointment. So I probably won't play for super long, but I do want to play. Probably for at least like 45 minutes to an hour. About 45 minutes to an hour, but yeah. So you said, Leo, you watch makeup guru YouTubers and then you're bored? I don't know. But honestly, I haven't put on makeup in like so long. Like I haven't put on like I haven't done everything. Like if y'all remember like my first bunch of videos where I was in front of the camera, I would come on with basically a full face of makeup. And then eventually once my skin cleared up, because if y'all don't know, I used to have some really bad skin issues. Like, let me see if I can find a picture to show you guys, like, exactly how terrible my skin was. Let me see. I don't even know if I still have pictures. Because it was just so bad. I uploaded a video on YouTube about my skincare journey because my skin was like, China was not agreeing with my skin, okay? China was not agreeing with my skin at all. Oh, shoot. I don't think I don't have a picture on my phone. I was probably like, I don't want to relive this. I don't want to be thinking about this. I don't want to be doing none of this, thinking about how bad my skin was. But, like, think of, like, a pizza and then imagine it over my face. That's exactly what my skin looked like. And, I blame most of that on China because their air is so terrible and smoggy and dusty. Like, Justin, it was bad. Okay? It was very bad. It was very bad. Like, let me see. I know I have it in the thumbnail of one of my videos. Because that thing, well, actually, no. I don't have it in the thumbnail. But, yeah, I have a video on there about my skincare journey. And it shows a before picture. Okay? And that before picture is it was a miracle that I was able to hide all of that under makeup. But see, the thing is, like, you can't just do your makeup and then, like, expect your skin to be amazing afterwards. Like, you have to do a lot of skincare if you're going to cover it up with makeup when you're doing other things. And I honestly, like, I didn't, even back then, I wasn't wearing makeup all the time. I was only using it for, like, if I was filming or if I was going somewhere, then I'd do my makeup. But lately, I haven't been doing it at all. The last time I did even remotely something was we went to a game night. Justin and I went to a game night. And all I did was like fill in my eyebrows, put a little eyeliner on and a little bit of lip gloss. And that was it. I think maybe a little blush. I don't know. But that's not a full face. So today I'm going to do a full face. The reason why is because my baby shower. Okay, my baby shower is this Saturday. And I'm going to do my own makeup. But I haven't done it in so long that I want to make sure I can still do it. Like, I don't think doing your makeup is like riding a bike where you're just automatically going to be good at it. So I'm trying to practice and make sure that I look good for the photos because me and Justin were taking maternity photos together. So I want to look good. Okay? I want to. Justin, you so nasty. You so nasty. Okay. Okay. Justin is nasty. I should put him in timeout. I should take his mod away just so I can put him in timeout. And then give him his mod back. but, but yeah. So I'm practicing today. Okay, yeah, what's up, Dayton? I'm practicing today. I'm going to put a full face of makeup on while I talk about these different topics. I'll explain what I'm doing very, very briefly, just in case any women do watch this that do put their well, apparently in this day and age, women and men watch this and they want to know how I'm doing my makeup. Oh my gosh. We're inclusive. If you're a man and you want to wear makeup, by all means, wear your makeup. I don't care. I digress. But yeah, I'm going to be doing that while I talk about all these different topics. And yeah. So, another thing is, usually, back when I did do my makeup and stuff, I had contacts. So I could actually see what I was doing. I don't have contacts anymore. Ever since I moved back, I ran out of my contacts that I had before. And when I came back, all I did was get specs. Okay, all I did was get specs. I did not get contacts. And so I'm going to be trying to do my makeup while blind. Okay? I'll be trying to do my makeup while blind. But we'll see. Hopefully I can still look halfway decent. I got a little mirror here that I'm borrowing. And I'm gonna get right into it. So, first things first, glasses off. Everything's blurry. I had wrote down what I needed to talk about. I mean, granted, it's a very short list. But now it's all blurry, so it's like, why did I even bother writing it down? Actually, you know what I could do? I can just make the font, like, hella big. Okay. I can read that. It's blurry, but I can read it. So, y'all, as y'all know, I recently, well, I guess it's not recent anymore, but I had moved to Georgia, right? And before that, I was living in Illinois with my parents for a little bit. But before that, I was in China. So I didn't have, and I'm over the age of 26, so it's not like I could be on my parents' insurance and things like that. So, when I got here, your girl did not have insurance. Okay, I did not have insurance, and I was also moving to a different state, so the doctors that I was used to going to seeing, obviously not here, because different state. So, the struggle to find a doctor for, you know, my pregnancy and OBGYN, the struggle to find a doctor for that was so difficult. Like, we kept calling places. It's either they didn't take my insurance, or because I ended up getting insurance, it was either they didn't take my insurance or they were all booked up and like had an attitude about me calling, like, how dare you? That's the kind of attitude a lot of these places gave me. They were like, how dare you call us and expect us to have an appointment available for you? And I'm just like, kind of getting against the wire, because as you know, I'm about 8 months pregnant at this point. So I've been like calling places, trying to see if I can get in where I fit in. And eventually, Justin and I were able to find a doctor, okay, luckily. And it was so crazy. I had them on ZocDoc, and they had literally one appointment, and it was at the end of March. Okay, so the appointment that they were trying to give me, the appointment I scheduled originally, was at the end of March. Okay? Right now what I'm doing is I'm putting on primer. This isn't the best primer. This is a LA Girl Pro. It's not the best primer, but it's what I have. I wasn't trying to go too crazy up in Ulta with Justin. So I didn't upgrade my primer that I had. But this will do what it needs to do. Right? I'm not even going anywhere tonight. I'm literally gonna like do my makeup, do the live stream, take some photos, wash this shit off, and go to sleep. So it's not even like I need the best of the best right now. But yeah, first things first, primer is basically the layer that protects your skin from the makeup and then also lets it stick. So that's what I'm gonna do first, just put the primer on. But anyways, they had an appointment at the end of March. And so I'm sitting here like, I'm getting really, really close to my due date. Okay. I don't know how much longer I can sit here and go through pregnancy without having a doctor check me out. Because there's a lot of things you have to do when you're pregnant. Like, you got to get blood work done. They have to make sure that, you know, if you're deficient in something, that they prescribe you what you need. And, you know, I had a rough beginning of my pregnancy, and then even throughout my pregnancy I've been dealing with like a lot of like tiredness. I haven't been super nauseous, but it's just excessive exhaustion, some lightheadedness occasionally, and that could all be because I'm deficient in something. And so, you know, we really need to go to the doctor so they could do blood work. And how do you even get this thing off? I don't even, give me 1 second. How do I even get this off? What the heck? Okay, I see. Slow. I'm just being slow. It's got like a little film over it that I need to rip off. Okay, now we're, okay, I'm good. Sorry. But yeah. You know, there's a lot of tests that you have to get during your pregnancy, and I'm already 8 months and just now getting a doctor. So, you know, me and Justin, we, well, I ended up leaving a note, because luckily on ZocDoc, what I could do is I could leave in notes about how I'm far along in pregnancy and if they had any appointments open up to let me know. Y'all, the office was actually closed on last Friday when I first scheduled the appointment. Homegirl texted me on her day off and was like, hey, you're far along in your pregnancy. I'm going to give you a call on Monday so if we can fit you in on Tuesday. I was like, thank you. That was the complete opposite response that I was getting from all these other people. You know what I mean? Like, all these other people. Wait. How do I even... Okay, that's doing something. I want to take this thing off. I was like, all these other people, they're like acting like I'm not even as far along in my pregnancy as I am. They playing games with me. And fortunately, these people were like, hey, we can fit you in next week. You just gotta talk to us. Okay, we're gonna call you, see if we can fit you in. And boom, I had an appointment this week, which was really good. I was like so grateful for that. I was like really, really freaking grateful for that. So we ended up going to the appointment, right? And I'm gonna have to figure out how to get this thing off of here because I don't like using this. Like, I need that little layer off so I can actually just get to the powder easier. Right now I'm putting on powder. This is Laura Mercier. Okay, it's expensive and tiny. You see how tiny this is? This thing was $24. This thing is tiny. It is so tiny, like, but so expensive for no reason. Well, I shouldn't say no reason. This some good okay, this is some good stuff. Okay, it is like one of the best powders ever, in my humble opinion. But yeah, I put on powder because it helps keep my skin less oily. Because I have an oily face, you know, black don't crack, but it comes with a lot of oil. So I use this to help control the oil before I even put on my foundation. I learned that from Jackie Ina. Okay, shout out to Jackie Ina. I don't really watch her content now, but her makeup content back in the day was that stuff. Huh? Mute? Oh, Justin need to talk to me really quick. Give me a second. Justin's reading the chat for me because I'm blind. I can't see the chat. Everything just looks like a big old blur. What's up, MP? You said girl moms? Yeah. I mean, the only kind of moms there are. You know? Yeah. So Justin laughing at me. Let's see. I can't even see what I'm doing. I'm so blind. I should ask Justin to get me some dang blasted contacts because I am struggling. I cannot see. I can't see worth a damn. But anyways, yeah, this is Laura Mercier. It's some good stuff. $24 for this little itty bitty thing, but it's worth every penny because you actually like it. Just works, right? You don't want to spend little on crap that don't work because then you're just defeating the purpose at that point. It's like, why even bother? But yeah, so we end up going to the appointment, and everyone there was super nice. Like, everyone there was super friendly. The place was clean, okay, because especially when it comes to a doctor's office or a dentist or anything that has to do with, like, bodily fluids of any sort, I don't play that dirty stuff. Ooh, this is nice. I'm not even gonna lie. When I was in China and I was buying makeup, I was buying the Fenty brand. I don't think that was real Fenty because this is nice compared to what the little things that I had. This is nice. So this is my foundation. I had them match me at Ulta. This thing was expensive. But you know, a good foundation is gonna go a long way. That's what they say. And this is actually really good. I like Rihanna's makeup brand. Say what you want about Rihanna and all her shenanigans and whatever you think about her, fine, that's fair. Her makeup brand is the bomb. I'm not even gonna lie. Her makeup brand is actually really freaking good. So that's all. That's it. That's all. But this is my foundation I'm using. My color is light bright. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, it is. Shut up, Justin. Your color is lighter bright. Okay. He over here trying to clown me as if his color isn't lighter than mine. Hey, one of these days I'm gonna have to just grab his hand and we can compare hands on stream. And y'all can tell us who's darker skinned, okay? Between the two of us, okay? I know I'm not dark skinned, not brown skinned, but I'm definitely darker than him. But my color, this is Pro Filter, soft matte, okay? Meaning it's not gonna be glossy. 2F01A. They don't have cute little names for these. It's very clinical. The chat, I can't see the chat. Baby girl gonna be light bright. Yeah, battle of the light skins. So stupid. And Leo says, it should have been whiter. Shut up. Shut up. You couldn't even tell when she was putting on the make, because Justin takes me everywhere. So he was with me at Ulta when she was trying to color match me. And Justin couldn't tell what was going on. He was confused. He was like, what is she doing to your face? I don't see a difference.
I said it was too dark.
He couldn't tell. He could not tell. I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, this one is a little too this, a little too that. Okay, that was a little bit better, but it's still a little too this, a little too that. And then she pulled out the third one. Obviously, the third one's a charm. And Justin's just like, he looked confused. He didn't know what was happening. But hey, there are things that he knows about, and I bet you if we went to some car place and they were talking about the car parts and the oil change and the brake change and all the other changes that the filters and stuff, I would be sitting there looking just like him in Ulta, not knowing what the hell is going on. I mean, I know what an oil change is. Don't get me wrong. I'm not that stupid. I know what getting your brakes done looks like. I've gotten them done before, but I'm just saying. What? I am sure. Hater. But yeah, they were matching me. This is the color that they came up with, and it just feels nice. I'm sorry, when you buy nice things, they just feel nice. They just feel really nice and just luxurious. I don't know. This has this really, I don't know if you could tell the texture just by looking at it, but it just feels so nice. I don't know. I need to upgrade all my makeup to all the brands that I like to use, because it just feels so good. I don't know. But anyways, we get to the appointment. The office is clean, okay? And the people there are nice. So the guy is looking at me. He like, dang, y'all really waited this long to go find a doctor. And I'm like, it wasn't by choice, my guy. That was completely out of our hands, because literally everyone was like, well, if you want to come in, you're going to have to wait until forever from now. And it's like, I will have been popped by the time y'all could fit me in for an appointment, right? I would have already popped. Baby would be out and about, and you would be looking at me for no real reason at this point if we were to go with the schedule and the time that you were going for. So I'm just like, no, we're not doing that. So they got me in. I think I put too much. I'm still used to doing my makeup when I had like terrible acne. I don't really need as much as I did. Well, I don't need any. Don't get me wrong. I don't need any makeup. But as far as like what I'm trying to do, I really don't need as much as I just put on. I probably needed like half of that. But we'll see. I don't think it's too much. I think it's still too much, but not too much. I ain't gonna be cakey, but I'm gonna be something. This isn't a beauty blender. It's the off-brand, cheaper version of a beauty blender, but it does the same stuff. Always make sure it's damp, not wet, but damp, because then it, actually does something with the product on your face.
Off-brand? That's why we just bought that.
No, I had this before. I brought this from home.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your McDonald's from home?
You my McDonald's from home. You're so stupid, Justin. But no. We got in there, and the dude went to go do all the exams. Y'all, when I tell you they had to prick me in both of my arms, the first one, because they have to do blood work, right? Like I said before, I was missing on blood work. I hadn't had any blood work done, so whatever I was deficient in, I was just rocking with it my pregnancy, which is very dangerous, right? I don't recommend that at all. Next pregnancy, I'm definitely going to be on top of it. But granted, I already know I'm anemic, but which I already knew beforehand, because when I donated blood back in high school, I almost passed out. And they told me I was anemic then. So, they told me I was anemic then. So it's like, I already knew I was anemic, but I didn't go. See, that looks decent. It dried a little fast. But meh. Like I said, I'm just practicing today. I'm not going anywhere. But yeah, I'm anemic. So they did my blood work. The nurse stuck me in this arm. And I have a bruise too. I can't even show you. I have a bruise right here from where she stuck me. They got one vial of my blood out, and then that thing stopped. I was like, I ain't never in my life seen that happen. Like, I've never in my life seen my vein just stop giving blood. Never. And we were just sitting there looking like, what is happening? Did I, die? Did I become a vampire of sorts? Because why am I not getting blood? Why does my blood just stop coming out of my arm? And they ended up sticking me in the other arm. This time, the doctor actually did it. This time, the doctor actually put the needle inside my arm and drew the blood. Luckily, this one did not close up, because I wasn't about to keep getting stuck in different places, right? I'm not trying to be, stuck up in a bunch of different places, bleeding from all my spots. Absolutely not. So, this is concealer, right? You don't really need a whole lot. You just need a little bit in certain spots. And then another tip that I learned from Jackie Ina is to let it dry down a little bit, because it gives you more coverage. Okay, it covers more of your things that you're concealing. Even though I really don't need a whole lot of stuff, to be honest. I really don't, because my skin is actually pretty good. I'm in a pretty good spot as far as my skin. And then this is just to add a little bit of contour. Okay, nothing too crazy. And then I put a few dots over there, right? I look like I'm doing some kind of, you ever see the people with the contours that's super hardcore? That should be looking weird. It'd be looking so weird. But anyways, I'm gonna fan with this. Yeah, I'm going to fan with this. Okay, so my blood stops drawing. They switch over to my other arm. He's able to get all the blood out. And for some reason, the blood looked darker than normal. I don't know. Maybe that's just, I don't know. I don't know what was going on. But the blood part looked a lot darker than I normally does. Took my blood pressure. They didn't say anything about my blood pressure, so I think it's fine. They checked my weight, which is between me and Justin and the doctor. I'm not going to tell y'all how much I weigh. I don't think I look as much as I weigh. Justin, don't you dare tell them how much I weigh. You're over here playing with me. You don't divulge that type of information, okay? But yeah, they took my weight. I'm pretty sure, I don't look like I gained a lot of weight, but I definitely put on some weight. I'll just say that. I definitely put on some weight. And so after that, then they do the exam where they I'm not going to explain that part too much, but that is some uncomfortable stuff. Like, that is so uncomfortable. Like, I wonder, do guys have exams that are that invasive? Like, I've never seen a male exam, so I don't know. But the exams that we as women have to get are, like, really freaking invasive. What the fuck is going on? Is this live action of cats? You're so stupid, Freeways. You're so stupid. I'm doing my makeup while I talk about stuff. So, like, yeah. That stuff hurts. I don't know why these people are cutting off their things so they can get holes added to them, because it's not comfortable to get those checked out. Okay? I saw this thing where this trans person was like, "Oh, I'm going in for I want a pap smear." He was like demanding that they get a pap smear. And I'm just like, why do you want that? Imagine a woman, like, no real woman is gonna be like, "Oh my God, I can't wait for my next pap smear. I can't wait." We're all dreading it because it's not fun. It's not fun. The little device that they use to open you up, you can hear it clicking. And it's just like, it is the most uncomfortable. It is so uncomfortable. I'm just saying, I don't know if y'all's exams, the men watching, I don't know if y'all's exams are as invasive as the ones that we have. But when I tell you, that shit is not fun. Like, it is in no way, shape, form a fun experience, right? Like, I was sitting there traumatized, and Justin is just sitting there like, do. He could see the discomfort in my face. I swear, Justin could see the discomfort in my face. I felt the discomfort all over myself, and it was just, man, it's not fun, okay? It is absolutely not fun. So, dang, I hope I didn't make this dry down too fast. Let's see. This might be the wrong color for that. Oh, well. Hopefully it'll just work itself out. That's what I usually just do. If something's not looking right, I'm just like, hopefully it'll just balance out, right? Like, hopefully it'll just balance out. We'll see. Like I said, this is just practice. I want to make sure I look good on the actual day. And if I don't, then that means I'm going to just have to see if somebody else can do my makeup after I mess it up. They can just, do it for me. Dang. I have a device. Shut up, Justin. Shut up. You're so stupid. Let me see if this will help. I've never called you stupid a day in my life, Justin. I've never in my life called you stupid. So I don't know where you're getting this from. Maybe this is residual. Dang, did I let this dry down too much? No. Oh no. Like the dude from like the dude from freaking Family Guy. Oh no. I might have let this sit for too long. Got to chatting and didn't even. Okay, we'll see. Like I said, I'm practicing today. So I might end up looking crazy as hell. But it's okay because it's practice, right? I haven't really done a full face of makeup in like a year. It's been about a year. So it's been about a year. So yeah, that shit was very uncomfortable. When I tell you it was like the most uncomfortable thing, it really was. So, this is a reenactment of how Michael Jackson gone light skin. He's so stupid. You saying, dang, her mirror went invisible? Yeah, I don't know. But dang, that line is like crazy. That line is crazy, bro. Let me see if I can buff that out even more. That line is crazy. Yeah, I let this dry down too much. Like, way too much. Let me see. Maybe if I spray it again, it'll wet it up so that I can actually blend it out. Oh well. Like I said, practice. Practice so that on Saturday I actually look good. I don't care if I look good tonight. If I don't look good tonight, that's fine. Oh, okay. That helped a little bit. That helped a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. But yeah, we went to the doctor. They ended up setting me up with 3 other appointments. Like, I had 3 other appointments that I had to do. And one of them was the glucose test because I had barely failed it, right? Because they want to make sure you don't have gestational diabetes, make sure that you can digest all the sugars and things like that, because it could be a risk for like pregnancies and stuff. So I barely failed it, so I now have to go in for a 3-hour test, and they gave me this whole sheet that told me all the stuff I have to eat 3 days before the test. So basically, 3 days before the test, I have to eat 3 large meals a day with 4 snacks. And the snacks they had on that list were like Snickers, cookies, donuts, PB&J, stuff like that. And I'm sitting here like, bruv, I'm trying not to gain too much weight. These next 3 days leading up to that appointment, I'm going to be so full because it's like, I can't eat that much, right? Like, first of all, she doesn't even allow room for my stomach to expand large enough to hold all this food I'm supposed to eat. And then on top of that, it's just a lot of sugar. Like, it's just a lot of sugar, y'all. The amount of sugar that they had on that list was just ridiculous. Like, absolutely ridiculous. So me and Justin, we went to the store. We got a bunch of snacks. We got some cosmic brownies. Okay, I guess I can get it out like that. More powder, because that's going to set the makeup that I have. But it's not really coming out. Before Saturday, I need to get this thing off of there. But I don't want to risk getting it off to the point where all the powder goes everywhere, because this shit is expensive. I am not trying to waste Justin's money like that. Because this stuff is not cheap. But anyways, so they gave me this whole list. We had to go grocery shopping. And then on top of that, they called me the other day and was like, hey, you're anemic, which I already knew. So they had to prescribe me some iron pills. We went to the pharmacy to go pick it up yesterday, and they were like, oh, we don't have that. You got to come tomorrow. So then we ended up getting them today. And the thing is, it's not easy, right? Like, you can't just take I can't just take my prenatal and then take my iron pill and go on about my day. No. I have to take my prenatal, let that sit in my stomach for about an hour, 2 hours, and then I can take my iron pill, but then I have to let that sit in my stomach for about an hour, 2 hours, and then I can finally eat something. So it's just a hot, tangy mess, y'all, as far as like how I'm going to fit in all these meals while also while also somehow having all this time in between all these different medications that I gotta take. I mean, granted, it's only 2, but still, the wait time in between is stupid. Like, I wish I could just take. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look as good as I usually, used to do. But it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. Okay, it's okay. Let's see. You said that's the best doctor's list ever. It's exactly like mine, but my doctor told me that I'm not allowed to eat those things. Don't the baby eat all your food? Dang, they got you eating what I'm eating. Yeah, Justin took me to the store. He was trying to give me the sweetest things on the list. He was like, what are the sweetest things on the list? Because he was like, we're trying to figure out if you have this thing, if you have gestational diabetes or not. So let's get all the sweetest stuff on the list. And I'm like sitting there like, can we just get some fruit and some graham crackers? He was like, no, absolutely not. You cannot just get some graham crackers and some fruit. So I ended up getting some fruit, right? I got canned peaches, which are going to be so good. I love peaches, right? I don't like eating them right off the thing. I like them when they've been soaking in something. I don't know. It hit different, right? It hits different when it's been soaking in that little juice in the can. It's been soaking in a little juice in the can. It tastes different, and I like how that tastes. But, I got those, and then cosmic brownies, which I'm not going to lie, I love me a cosmic brownie. Don't get me wrong. I ain't going to hold you. I love me a good cosmic brownie. Okay? It reminds me of childhood. Because I remember my parents wouldn't buy it, but when I go to school and they have a little Valentine's Day party, the little Halloween party, the little, all those little parties that you have when you're in elementary school, and they always have those little cookies, those little thick cookies with the frosting on them, and they'd always have cosmic brownies. So I remember them from childhood, getting them in like elementary school during those special events. Okay? And those cosmic brownies be hitting. So I'm going to be eating some cosmic brownies. And then Justin also got me some Coca-Colas because that was on the list. I was like, okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to eat all this solid food. Let me get some Coca-Cola. I could drink it with one of my meals and that'll count. And then also we got the Chips Ahoy chewy cookies because I don't like the little crispy ones. We got the cookies too. So I have to eat all this stuff. And then on Wednesday, I have to sit there for 3 hours. They're going to give me this they're going to give me this drink that is like sugary, super sugary. And then they're going to take my blood, wait an hour, take my blood again, wait another hour, take my blood again, and see if my body is metabolizing the sugars and stuff. So that's going to be 3-4 hours on Wednesday. Tomorrow I have another appointment, which I was actually supposed to have this at 26 weeks, but I'm currently 33 weeks, and I'm finally having my anatomy scan, which they said they might not be able to find everything, do every test that they normally would because she's so big. Because you're supposed to do, like I said, around 26 weeks, and I'm 33. So she's done a lot of growing since then. So they're going to attempt to do the anatomy scan. They're going to attempt it. And that's going to be another 2 hours, possibly longer, because it might just take them longer to find all that stuff. So that's what I got to do tomorrow. And then the day after that is the baby shower. And then it's just appointment after appointment. And then my next, doctor's appointment is, at 36 weeks. So I got a little bit of time in between there. But this next, week or so is going to be so hectic. Let me see. What's up, April? Hey. Let me see. For highlighting, try putting a line slanted under your eye, but outer corner, because you're fair skin, the highlight inside will wash you out. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I think I know what you're talking about, where they do the thing like this and then the thing like that, and they just blend it over like that. I think I know. I think I know what you're talking about. Let me see. You're getting lighter again, Sandra. Hey, I can't really control that at this point. But yeah, I miss you too, April. I miss you too, sis. But yeah, it's just a lot, like a lot going on, and I'm trying my best not to freak out. I'm trying my best to stay in good spirits, but it's like it's just overwhelming. And then on top of that, you know, I had been wanting. I'm doing my eyebrows. This one is a cheap ass brand. Like I said, I'm gonna eventually get the brands that I really want, but this one is Wet and Wild, which is vegan and it's, animal friendly. I think that's the cruelty free, so to speak. It does what I needed to do for now, so I'm okay with it. But moving forward, I do eventually want to get a better eyebrow pencil, like a much better one. Like, I like the stuff that I was using when I was in China. I like those things, even though they're probably fake. Or they might not have been fake. They might have just been the stuff that they were having made in China, but didn't actually send to the distributors. That word is so difficult to say. Distributors, okay? The ones that they didn't send to the distributors. I feel like I'm still saying it wrong, even though English is my first language. I hope y'all can't hear Justin snoring in the background. He went to sleep because he's got to drive me to my appointment. So he's trying to get in some hours. And Justin's so sweet. Like, I told him, I was like, hey, you could probably just drop me off at these appointments and pick me up because I know he has a lot of work to do. But he was just like, no, I'm going to stay with you for the entire appointment. He's like, no, I'm going to stay for the entire appointment. I'm just like, oh, that's so sweet of you. Like, I gave him an out, okay? I gave him an out to go to sleep and just, or not go to sleep, but go drop me off and then go back to the house, do his thing, and then I'll call him when I'm ready. I gave him that out. He said, no, I'm going to stay with you the whole time. So I'm like, I got the sweetest man. Like, he is so involved. Like, he doesn't want to miss any appointments. He wants to be there for all of them. And so I really appreciate that. I really, really do appreciate that. So, yeah. I got to do all these appointments. I got to get up early. And then we have the baby shower. It's just a lot. Like, it's a lot. And then on top of that, like I said, I was planning for a home birth or either a home birth or going to a center, like a birthing center. That's what I originally was planning for. But the doctor that we have, he don't do that, okay? If you're going to go see him, you going to a hospital. And so, and y'all already know I'm in Georgia, so it doesn't matter if I say this part. I'm not doxing myself. But the hospital that he was trying to send me to was the same hospital, if y'all remember. It was the same hospital where those freaking nurses were talking about all their icks of dealing with not black women, but dealing with women in labor, dealing with labor and delivery. And like how that was a huge scandal. He was trying to send me to that hospital where those heifers were working. I don't think they still work there, but there was that same hospital. And I was like, bruh, I'm not going there. Okay. Cause I will straight cuss somebody out. Right? I would cuss somebody out and walk out that door and not pay them a dime. Okay? I would cuss them out, walk out, and not pay them a dime. Yeah, if you remember, you said Dayton, you don't remember that? Maybe it didn't hit for you because, you're not pregnant. Me, pregnant woman, I hear some, labor and delivery? They acting a fool in labor and delivery? I'm like, my ears perk up when I see stories like that. But yeah, there's a hospital in Atlanta where it was a bunch of nurses and they were on TikTok talking about how, all their icks of dealing with pregnant women in delivery and labor and delivery. And it was just so insensitive and just disrespectful and completely unprofessional, like completely unprofessional. And then on top of that, some women that had been at that hospital had terrible experiences or they lost their child because of the neglect. They saw those videos. They were like, you neglected my care and now you're on TikTok talking about how we're the problem when you were negligent during my delivery, during my labor. Oh, hell no. Nah. They started lighting them up. And of course, the hospital, they don't want a lawsuit because that's a lawsuit, right? If I had a terrible experience, and then the nurse that was on my case when I was at the hospital is online talking all this hot garbage about how she hates her job. Oh, we got a lawsuit. I'm suing you. I'm suing you, and I'm going to take that money and I'm going to put it into a college fund for my daughter. Okay? The one that you haphazardly brought into the world and probably destroyed my lady parts or gave me an unnecessary C-section for. I would be suing the pants off that hospital. So they wanted to avoid as many lawsuits as possible. So they got rid of them heifers. I don't know if they got rid of all of them. And that's the reason why I ain't going there. I don't know if they got rid of all of them. I don't know if they cleaned house. Okay? Because there's a shortage of nurses. That's another problem. There's a shortage of nurses because of the whole COVID thing. Like, a lot of nurses just quit. They were like, F this. I'm not dealing with this. And so hospitals are short-staffed on nurses. So that makes it even more difficult. So it's like, I don't want to be dealing with not only a short staff, but a disrespectful staff at that? Oh, hell no. I mean, most of y'all know me from Lucasland. I will cuss somebody out, especially if I'm in distress about my baby. Oh, hell hath no fury like Sandra, and you done pissed me off while I'm trying to deliver and get this baby about me that I'm trying to evict. Okay, I'm trying to evict her from my body, and y'all giving me a problem, and I'm in pain. Oh, hell no. I will be throwing a fit of fits. Justin would have to hold me back, but I don't even think Justin would hold me back. He would probably jump into like pure daddy mode and just be like, y'all heifers, no, y'all not finna do this to the ladies in my life. Okay, y'all not finna play with the lives of the ladies in my life. So we both would have been having to act the fool, and so I would just rather avoid that altogether by just not going to that hospital. So on top of, trying to get my mind right about actually having to give birth at a hospital instead of at home or at a birthing center, on top of that, I'm trying to find the right hospital. So right now I'm looking at one hospital that, just as mom had given birth at, and I'm just like, yeah, I could go there, but I read the reviews, and the reviews for that hospital are trash. The reviews for that hospital are also trash. So I'm just sitting here like, dang, are all the hospitals in Atlanta just trash? Like, what is going on? And so, and this is the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to use. Okay, Mulvaney, it's cute. Okay, it's not luxury, but it's definitely cute. And look at those pretty you can't even see. Look at those pretty colors. These are my colors, right? These are the colors I like to use. This pretty much has all the colors that I would ever really want to use, especially something like this. Now, obviously, I wouldn't use this for my baby shower because it's pink themed because we're having a little girl. But this color really brings out my eye color. It's like, it's called Sage Advice. And that color bring out all the green and brown in my eyes because your girl got hazel eyes. But anyways, I digress. I don't even have the right brush. I thought I had all the right makeup brushes, but turns out I don't. I need to go to the store probably like tomorrow. I'll probably get Justin to take me over to Target so I can get a brush set, because I don't even have the right kind of blending brush that you need for eyeshadow. All I got is this rinky dink thing, and I need something that's soft at the tip so I can really blend that joker in. The ladies in the chat know what I'm talking about. Y'all men don't know shit what I'm talking about, but this is for like packing on the color. I need a different type of brush to blend it out. I ain't got it. So we're going to have to work with what we have, which isn't much, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Yeah, I read the reviews on the hospital, didn't quite like them, right? Like, I didn't quite like the reviews that I was seeing. So I'm not going to write the hospital off completely. I am going to schedule a visit though. I want a tour. Okay. I need to see your facilities because online they are eating you up. They are eating you up in the comments. They are eating you up in the freaking reviews. So, excuse me. So, I'm going to go check out the hospital. But it's just like, that's a whole other thing to add to the already long list of things that I have to do. Which is, why am I using this one? I can use this one. I don't know. I got 2 mirrors in front of me at this point. Yeah. I'm just sitting there like, dang, man. Why can't I just have things easy? Okay? Why can't a few things be easy? Like, I know life is hard. Like, I'm not expecting life to be just this cakewalk. But can't some things be a little easy? Like, couldn't the hospital reviews just be good? So that I could just be like, oh, okay, this is nice. I mean, yeah, still go on a freaking tour of the hospital, but at least I wouldn't be on guard. At least I wouldn't be worried about, oh, this hospital might be bull, so I got to find a whole other hospital that's not too far away. Because once you go into labor, and it's time to go, you don't want to be too far to the point where you are having the baby on the highway. Right? Like, I'm not trying to have baby girl on the highway. So, like I said, this is not the right brush to be doing this with. Like, at all. But we work with what we have. That's what you got to do. You just got to work with what you got. So, that's what I'm doing right now. Working with what I have. But, yeah, it's just a lot on my plate. I finally have my iron pills. I got those today. So that's one good thing that's off the list. I just got to figure out my schedule for taking them, which I'll figure out, right? Like, it'll happen. So I really wish I had my blending brush. But it's okay. Like I said, we just practicing. I'm literally just practicing today. I really hope y'all can't hear Justin snoring in the background. Let me see. What's up, Rizza? Yeah, dang, Sandra, you want a Chick-fil-A or a hospital? First of all, my standards for a hospital are way higher than the standards for a Chick-fil-A. Okay? My standards for a hospital, way higher than a Chick-fil-A. Because you know how much shit can go wrong in a hospital? You know how much could go wrong in a hospital? You could get MRSA. You could get bacterial infection. You could catch all these different diseases going up in these people's hospitals, and they don't clean it right. And then I'm having a baby, so it's not even just my health, right? It's the health of my baby. And not only that, delivering my child, I am not trying to get an unnecessary C-section, right? My mama had a C-section. My sister had a C-section. I don't want no damn C-section. I do not want to be sliced and diced. Okay? And that's not no shade to the women that have to get that. Like, I get it. I don't want that. Because I'm already trying not to do any medication. That's already something that's on my mind, is that I do not want medication. So I really don't want a C-section, because I'm not trying to feel every slice and dice. I don't know if they're going to numb the area. I don't know. And I'm not getting an epidural, because you're not going to put a block in my spine. I'm not trying to end up paralyzed for the rest of my life, or having, like, there's some pregnant women that when they get that thing, they have back pain for the rest of their life, or they have other issues that pop up because of a spinal block or because of an epidural. And I'm not trying to have that. So I'd rather deal with the pain, but I'm also not trying to be traumatized for my pregnancy. And plus, every C-section you have makes the next pregnancy very difficult. You know, not saying that it's impossible, but it makes it more difficult the more C-sections you have. And I want to have a lot of kids. Okay, I want a bunch of Justins and Sandras running around here, right? Like, I'm trying to have as many of Justin's kids as possible. And C-sections just don't fit. Okay, it don't fit with what I'm trying to do. But yeah. Wait, so y'all can hear Justin snoring? You guys can. Hey, he be trying to catch me in 4K, so we caught him in 4K today. Okay. Yeah, you said the pain is yeah. Usually if the chair back hits your back in the spot it hurts. You say, yeah, you can hear Justin? He snores so loud. He snores so loud. Oh my God. But that's my man, okay? I love his snores. That means he's sleeping good. Despite me being all loud and stuff on the stream, my man is sleeping good. So that's good. I always put a little bit of the darker color underneath my eyes. Just to add a little bit of colors. Okay, nothing too crazy. Yeah. I'm glad he's sleeping good. Hopefully I'm going to be able to get some good sleep tonight, because I'm going to need it. I'm going to need it. I'm going to be in that appointment. Yeah. I really wish I had like a freaking blending brush, because then I could blend all this out and make it look really pretty. But it is what it is. I'm going to have to just deal. But before my baby shower, I'm getting me a blending brush. I'm going to get a whole set. So I have all my tools. I should have packed them. I had got rid of so much stuff when I moved from China. I should have just kept my dang blasted brushes. I had enough room for those little tiny brushes. Anyways, too late to fix that now. But yeah. Man, it's crazy. You know, if you're thinking about getting pregnant, for all the women that, you know, might see this, that haven't had kids yet, make sure you're ready. Make sure you're absolutely ready. And also make sure that the person that you're having this child with is someone that you truly love, that you truly want to have a child with, and that is in love with I saw this online, but you got to get with somebody that's in love with the idea of having kids, not just like, oh, I just want kids because it's you. No. Because the day that they're mad at you, they no longer gonna want them kids. This is the eyeliner I'm gonna use. Stila. I've never used Stila eyeliner before. I have used Stila before, but that was like the liquid shadows, the really shimmery liquid shadows, which were so nice. But I've never used their eyeliner. The lady at the store said it's really good. So if it's trash, I'm going to tell her. If it's trash, if I got to go back to that Ulta, I'm be like, that eyeliner was garbage. So I'm not taking any more of your advice, lady. This is probably my least favorite thing to do is eyeliner. Because it's like, you might get it looking good on one side, but if you jack up that other side, the whole look is jacked up. You got to take all the makeup off. Because you can't really fix liquid eyeliner like that. You just can't. It's going to look trash, or you're going to have to thicken out the other one to make it look even, and then at that time you look goth emo. Okay? You look like a raccoon. Once you try to even it out and that thing gets so... Ooh. He said, when is the shower? It's Saturday. Yeah, this Saturday. Let me see. So what are you going to do for the pain? I've been looking into like breathing techniques. I want to see if the hospital has like a water, like not to deliver the baby in the water, but like during labor, I could sit in the not hot, but the warm water. Also, Justin's going to be massaging me. Okay. He's going to be massaging my back and my legs or whatever needs to be massaged. He's going to massage my temples. He's going to do all of that. What else? Aromatherapy. You know, there's different essential oils that I can probably bring with me and just sniff that'll kind of help relax me. And then I'm also going to look into ways I can kind of alter the labor and delivery room to make it more comfortable for me. But to be honest, like my pain tolerance is actually pretty high. I just don't like people exploiting it. My pain tolerance is actually very high. But I really hate when people exploit my pain tolerance. Because, like, for instance, I'll be getting my nails done, right? And they'll nick me. And obviously, like, a nick in your finger doesn't feel good. But it doesn't hurt me, like, that much. But I also don't want to be walking around with bloody cuticles, right? I don't want my cuticles all cut up. And so I make a big deal out of it when it happens. I'm like, oh my God, ow. Like, I overreact. Because the thing is, if I keep my natural, like, kind of, disposition about things where I just kind of, I let it hurt for a moment and then I kind of brush it off, then they'll just keep nicking me. They'll keep doing it. I've seen this happen because I'm not doing this just to do it. This has literally happened to me before where I brush off the pain of them nicking me, and next thing you know, I got bloody cuticles and I'm walking out looking crazy, looking like I just got abused. So, I over exaggerate my pain purely because I absolutely do not want folks abusing the fact that I have high pain tolerance. Blush, I'm going to do that first because this is very easy. I try not to do too much blush. When I was younger, I used to pack on the blush and I looked like a clown. I don't have bronzer. That's another thing. When I go to the store, I'm gonna have to get some bronzer because I thought I had bronzer. I actually might have bronzer, but I probably left it at home. When I say home, I mean my parents' house. I probably left it at my parents' house. Yeah, I probably left it at my parents' house. I usually put like a bronzer to warm my face up, but I don't have it. I do not have my bronzer, and I usually put a little bit on my nose. Because I'm cute like that. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna try to do those more natural ways of pain management. Just because first of all, me personally, I just don't like taking medicine like that. I usually don't take pain relievers in general. So I really don't want to take them with my baby and me. But that's just my personal thing. Let me see. I'm about to wait. I don't know if you're talking to me. Hide your fingernail. You're going to be a bad influence to April J. First of all, my nails are garbage right now. They're so grown out. Can you see that? Like, they're so grown out. These are my Valentine's Day nails. These are my Valentine's Day nails. But see, the thing is, I didn't want to get my nails done and only have them for like maybe a week or so before getting my baby shower nails. So I was like, you know what? I'll just rock with these. And you can see one of them just did not make it. One of them bit the dust. I had to take that joker off. It was hurting me. It took my nail with it because my nail was much longer than this. But I had to take that one off. And y'all, I've been just thugging it out with my Valentine's Day nails. I've been thugging it out because I didn't want to waste Justin's money. I'm not going to give a set of nails just to have them for a week, right? Like, I'm not going to do that for maybe a week or two. I like to get the wear and tear out of my nails. So, tomorrow I'm getting my baby shower nails, and they're going to be so cute. Justin picks out my nails, y'all. He picks out my nails. Not entirely, right? Like, he doesn't pick them out entirely. Okay, don't misconstrue it. He doesn't pick them out entirely. I give him options, and then he chooses which one he likes. So, Justin picked out my nails. And they cute. They real cute. Yeah, Gel X. I think that's what I get now. I think that's what I get now. I definitely don't get acrylic or anything like that. But I think that's what I think I get the Gel X. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to talk and do eyeliner. Cause like I said, I'm not trying to look like no raccoon. So you're gonna have to give me a moment, okay? You have to give me a moment while I try to do this. Cause this stuff is difficult. Eyeliner is difficult, okay? Let me see. Game Dreamer. What's up, Game Dreamer? What's good? Yeah, I'm gonna try to do this quickly, but you already look like you already look like a ghost. Dang. Well, this light is kind of fleshing me out. In person, it doesn't look like that. That's probably because of the light. The light is really bright. I have on one of those, those filming lights. I have one of those on. So maybe it's the light is too harsh. Maybe. Because I don't look washed out in person. Right? Like, I don't look washed out in person. It's probably the light. I'm going to change the light when I'm done. I need the light to see, right? I need the light to see exactly what I'm doing. Let me see. Oh, I hate doing eyeliner. It's probably my least favorite thing to do. And part of me never really wants to do a wing because it's so easy to end up a freaking raccoon. Justin's snores in the background are sending me, you guys. His snores in the back. Actually, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I didn't really do much of a wing of any type, really. That actually went on pretty nice. Okay. The lady at the shop, she was talking about something. This eyeliner hitting. It's hitting and it's real precise. So let's see. I'm still a little afraid to do an actual wing with this joker, but as far as getting a nice little line, it's doing what it's supposed to do. Yeah, I don't like super dramatic anything. I like the more subtle looks. Like every now and again, I'll like play around in makeup. When I was doing my makeup, I'd play around with it and kind of do something, more dramatic. But I don't know how these girls be doing like those fucking crazy makeups every day. Like it would not be me. Bro, like it would not be me. But this is nice. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix the other one because I done brought this one out too far. Okay, I gotta fix this one now. And see, that's the thing I don't like about eyeliner is that you do one thing on one side, and if it don't look like the other side, then you end up looking crazy. It's okay. I'm not trying to sit here and stare at this thing for this long. I'm really not. I don't think I'm gonna do an under eye line. That just sounded so crazy. I don't think I'm gonna do I'm not going under here. F that. Okay? F that. But yeah. Enough about that part. I'm gonna use this. This is my finishing spray. Is that what that's called? Matte finish. I actually really like this one. It's not super expensive, but it's actually really good. Like this is the one I was using in China. It's actually really good. You said check my Cashapp. Let me see. Oh wow, MP, thank you so much. Wow, that is so sweet. Oh my god. Thank you so much. MP sent me $50, y'all. It's so sweet of you. I really do appreciate that. And baby girl's gonna appreciate it too. Yeah, thank you so much, sis. Y'all are spoiling me. Y'all are spoiling me, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. We'll definitely use it towards getting baby girl something special, something cute. Okay, I want my daughter to be just like the cutest little thing ever, and I want her to be, I don't know, I have so many things that I'm looking forward to, as far as like, dressing her up and like getting a little cute little stuff for her hair. I want to get her a cute little bow. And my hair is short, so I could probably get myself a matching bow. We can go out looking cute together. I would definitely put on a little matching bow to match her. Thank you so much, MP. I really do appreciate it. Justin, if he was awake, he'd appreciate it too. But he's sleeping. Y'all hear him. He's snoring. Oh, they've been hearing you snore, baby. He woke up for a second. He woke up for a second, baby. They've been hearing you snore in 4K. right? Your snores are probably louder than my speech. They're probably hearing more of your snore than my speech. But anyways, thank you again. Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna spray this. I haven't even talked about the fun topics yet. I'll probably talk about those while I'm playing the video game, right? Because we're trying to condense all this into one stream. But this is some good stuff, okay? It's not expensive, but it's good. It does what it needs to do. That's all that matters. And another thing, I know the ladies that's already here, we already know this, but the ladies that don't know this, never do your finishing spray after you do your freaking mascara. Don't do it. You will mess up your entire makeup look. If you put this joker on and then call yourself spraying, you gonna jack yourself up. Okay? So I always do this first, and then I go in and I do my eyelashes. I don't do the false eyelashes though. It's not my thing. I've tried it. I've done the false lashes before. They're too heavy. I'd rather just put on some mascara and call it a day. That's nice. That always feels so good. That always feels so freaking good. I would like to pat it in. I always like to pat this in. Because it just, I don't know, it just makes it last longer in my opinion. Okay. I feel pretty. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel pretty. Even though I'm not even done, I do feel pretty though. But yeah, it's just so much going on. But I'm excited. This is another cheap brand. I want to get honestly, I want to get Lancome. I hope I'm saying that right. Lancome. I don't know how you pronounce that. I've never seen a commercial. I want to get Lancome because I had a sample of that years ago, and it is so nice. Like, it is really nice mascara. But today we going drugstore. This is the Wet n Wild. Until I can get my Lancome, we gonna make this. We're gonna thug it out with the Wet n Wild. But yeah, it's just a lot going on as far as like with baby girl. Trying to get back on track with my YouTube channel, trying to build my website up. By the way, your girl got a website. It's over there. That's my website. It's so cute, right? It's a cute little website. And I recently posted a blog there about dealing with trauma. I got a little personal. Okay? I got a little personal, told a little bit about my life. But yeah, I'm trying to build up my website, trying to prepare for my daughter. Just a lot going on. And so I'm trying my best. And then also I'm trying to learn new software for editing my videos, which that's going to be a learning curve, but I'll be better for it. Because originally I was using Final Cut Pro, which is nice, but it's only nice if you have a computer that freaking has the space of like those computers, the Mac computers that have enough space to really get your money's worth from Final Cut Pro are like $30,000 or something like that. They're really expensive because even if you get a nice laptop, it's not strong enough it doesn't have the memory or the capabilities to really, do what you need to do. And even if you get an outside, like a external hard drive, it doesn't make it easier because I have an external hard drive and that joker is still, every 2 minutes, every 30 seconds, you're out of space. We have to stop tasks because you're out of space. It's frustrating. It is frustrating to say the least. Yeah. What's next? Next is my lips. Okay, actually that's the last thing I gotta do is my lips. And then we'll get to the game and I'll start talking about these other topics. This is MAC. The lip liner I was using wasn't dark enough, and it wasn't actually like color. It wasn't giving me the effect that the lip liner I had back in China was giving me. So I got a new lip liner. Hopefully this one, it looked like it was going to do what it was supposed to do in the store. So let's see. Now usually you got to warm these up. But I don't have that. This is good though. This is good because you can actually see the pigment. You can actually see a pigment. The one that I had before, it was almost like I was drawing on my skin tone. But yeah. A lot going on. But I'm super excited. And yeah. I'm super excited. I'm ready to have my baby. I'm not even gonna lie. I understand why women towards the end, they say that last trimester, they be ready. I'm ready. Because it's crazy having to share your body with another being. It's beautiful. Do not get me wrong. I love my daughter. I love her so much. I be crying sometimes just because I'm like, oh my God, I love you so much. I be going through it. But y'all, coexisting inside your own body is a lot to deal with. She's always moving around when I'm trying to lay down and do nothing. Like when I'm trying to sleep, that's when she's, just gyrating, having a whole party in my belly, and I can't fall asleep. So it's just like I'm ready for her to be outside of me so that me and Justin can take turns, comforting her. And it's not all on me to do all the comforting. So I am ready. I am so ready for her to have her own thing going on. Okay, I'm absolutely ready for that. But I'm also just excited to hold her, right? A whole belly quake, right? That's exactly what it is. An entire belly quake. And then Justin just sitting there like, oh, it's so cute and all these different things. I'm just like... Like, you literally feel your belly just doing like this, or she'll be stretched out, and then you got one side going this way, the other side going that way. Or she'll rest on one side of my belly, put her booty in the air, and then just be like, just so lopsided and uncomfortable. And it doesn't mean that I do not love my daughter. I absolutely adore her. Okay? I adore her. I would fight for her. I would die for her. I would do all of that. But I'm ready for her to be in her own space, okay? I'm ready for her to take up her own space in the world, because I am, it is too much for me. This lip gloss is by Mulvaney, and it's so pretty. Like, the packaging for this is so pretty. I like pretty things. I can't help it. I just really like pretty things. Let's see. I've definitely got to do like a lip scrub, like a sugar scrub with my lips to get all that dead skin off. Okay. I think that's about as much as I'm finna do today. Because it's late. It's late. And I'm trying to play this game. And I'm trying to keep it moving. Okay, I need to get some sleep. It is 1 o'clock in the morning over here. My appointment's at 9. So I got to be up at like 6. But let me see. Let me take some selfies really quick and see how that's looking. I like the studio light, even though I already have a studio light. Let me see. You gotta do the face. You gotta do the face. Wait, I need a better background. Wait, my nails look jacked up, so I don't want those in the picture. It's just funny having makeup on and after I haven't had it on for so long. Hopefully it's blended. I don't know, because I don't have my glasses on, so I can't even really see what's going on like that. But we'll see. You said I blended it out pretty good. It's too orange for your skin. Always going with It's always giving Denisha Trump and Fenty. That's funny. That is so funny. Yeah. You know, there's a lot of really good foundations. When I was in China, I had like 4 or 5 different foundations. I had so many different foundations. It's just the Fenty was the one I liked the best because it lasted the longest. It lasted the longest, and it just felt better. Cause you know, like, you put some makeup on and you can literally feel the makeup on your skin, and it just be a lot. It'd be heavy, and you know what I mean? Even if you put a light layer on, it just be sticky, and it just I don't like it. The Fenty one, I don't ever have that problem. It always feels good. So that's why I stick with the Fenty, but there are a bunch of other brands that are really good. Like, really, really good. I know I really want to try, as far as, like, eyeshadow goes, I want to try Pat McGrath. Now, her stuff is expensive. That is some expensive stuff. I think the little palettes, the little, you know, palettes, I think they're like $120. Let me see. Wait, let me put my specs on. Because I'm done with doing whatever little makeup I was going to do. Okay, I look okay. It's not the best beat. I don't have all my stuff. It's not the best. But it don't look terrible. Like, it don't look terrible. And I didn't do my edges. So I need my edges to, you know, be edged up. He said it's late and Justice snoring hella hard. He is. He really is. What's up, Remy? Let me see. Let me see how much this Pat McGrath is. Because if I remember correctly, that is some expensive stuff. Pat McGrath Labs. Let me look at shopping. It's black owned too. It's black owned, and her stuff looks so good. Like, the quality of it looks really freaking good. And it's just cute. Like, it's just cute. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, their makeup palettes they start off like the full, how many things is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The full 10, you know, 10, I forget what they call that, but 10 different colors. $128. Just for that. $128. And if you want the 6, you know, the size with the 6 in it, $65. Okay, so Pat McGrath is expensive. Their lipsticks are like $34. A lip gloss, $30. But her stuff is so good. It's so freaking good. So it's like I can't even complain. What's up, Watch TV? You said go to bed. Talking about some go to bed. I will go to bed soon. But we are going to play some video games, and I'm actually going to talk about the people in my thumbnail. First half was me talking about pregnancy and all that stuff and just chopping it up. This next part is video game and talking about all the little things. Okay. Let me see. Hopefully it works. It was working earlier. I'm doing the same stuff on Saturday, the same topics. Yeah. They wildin'. They wildin' in these streets. Okay. So we switched. All right. So remember, I started a whole new session, right? Because I played this game like a mug off camera. So I'm actually going to play it on camera this time. I don't even know what mission I'm on.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section.
What is that?
Perhaps he'll have an idea. Incendio.
Oh, I can't even reach that. I think. Yeah, I can't even do nothing with that right now. It's okay though. But yeah, you said your energy is mad high for it to be 1 a.m. and you're 8 months pregnant. I know, right? I'm shocking myself. Let's be serious. Did she just scoff at me? I know that heifer did not just scoff at me. Anyways. Yeah, once I'm done talking about these little topics, then I'm gonna call it a night. But yeah. So, if y'all don't know,
Sebastian, there you are.
There
this
you
is
are.
too loud.
You
Give me
promised me an explanation for what happened in the 3 broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
None of your damn business. I ain't no snitch.
I've never even met him. Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So,
Which one is it?
why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Bluff
Okay,
at the last
that's
moment.
better. I can't
I
think.
suppose I could wait to get a
hearing
note
all
from
this.
him, but
You want to show some
But yeah.
initiative.
So,
Precisely.
if y'all don't know,
you mentioned
this
being
dude, wait, you
clever
said, let's
enough
be
not to
honest,
get
in Harry
caught
Potter's
in the
world,
restricted
the hat would have,
And I am.
what?
Meet me outside the library tonight.
I don't
And
even know
tell
what that
no
sentence
one.
means, Leo. I don't even know what that sentence means.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you
But-
later.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all have heard of this man. Okay, I even gonna hold you. This man named Dylan Mulvaney, right? Is in my thumbnail, and his whole shtick is
there?
pretending to be a woman,
That's the
right?
goal we need to reach.
You know, his whole thing is days of
And those
girlhood.
annoying prefects
And
would love
it
nothing
is,
more than
you
to
don't know,
rattle us to
I know what
scribble, so don't let
Azkaban
them
is.
see
I'm
us.
saying your sentence is
Understood?
I can be
trash.
sneaky.
Your
Let's go.
sentence does
Hold
not
on
make
now.
sense.
There's a
I don't
spell
understand
you
what
should
you're trying to say.
Disillusion
That's the
charm.
problem. I know what
You're forgetting
Azkaban is. I
places
know what
you're not
every single
supposed to
word in that
be.
sentence means.
Cast
The
it
way you
and
strung
you'll
it
appear
together,
as little more
however,
than a trick of the light.
very
Just as long as you
confusing.
keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
But yeah, this whole
Something
Dylan
like
Mulvaney
that.
dude,
It's not as
he
foolproof as a
literally, his
cloak.
whole shtick is
Those are
days of
expensive.
girlhood.
And spells.
And he's like, day one of being a
Spells are
girl,
free.
day two of being
Give
a
it a
girl. As if being a girl is just like a bunch of cosplay stuff. And so I'm just sitting here like, you're never gonna know what it's like to be a girl, right? Like, you're never gonna know what it's like to be a girl going through girlhood and then transitioning into womanhood. Like, you're never gonna know what that feels like. So stop. Like stop playing with me. I hate these type of missions. I really hate these type of missions because it's like, I'm not good at sneaking. I'm really not good at sneaking. Like, I'm not the best at sneaking around. Oof. Okay. All right, we in here. I'm doing good. We in here.
Blast. Librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
Okay, that's my little
You told me the
checkpoint.
librarian would be gone by now.
But yeah,
Usually.
he's
But
like,
it'll
oh,
still
days
be
of
alright.
girlhood and all this
Do
other
you see the
stuff.
desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now,
Anyways,
here's what we're going to do.
it's
I'll
just,
create a distraction to
it's
draw her
been
away.
annoying
You
over this
focus on
whole
getting
time,
the
you
key.
know, like seeing
I'll
all
meet
these
you outside
videos
the
of,
restricted
oh,
section.
day whatever, being a girl, day da 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 da, being a girl. Literally all he's doing is picking all of the worst caricatures that you could have for females, for women, for girls. Like, all of the worst caricatures you could possibly have, and then just combining them together, throwing on some makeup, heels, and some weird outfits that are girly, and then saying, hey, I'm a girl. I'm just like, bitch, please stop. Like, I really hate how,
Understood.
you
I
know,
said I'd get you in.
all
I
these
always keep my
women,
word.
that's why, like, I don't take feminism seriously, because the same women that were talking about misogyny this, misogyny that, these same mofos are allowing this man to go around portraying women in the worst possible way ever. Like, literally,
Someone there?
the worst possible
your
way
niece?
ever. I was about to say, I know she don't walk this way.
The key.
And the whole time, these same feminists that talk about misogynoir and misogyny this and misogyny that, they are sitting over here toting around this mofo
Now, to find that book.
who literally
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's
makes
fooled me twice.
womanhood look like a
Never judge a
mockery.
tome by its cover, I say.
What's up, Rodney? Yeah, he like literally makes an entire mockery of womanhood. But for some odd reason,
Ghost, don't let her see you.
right? For some odd reason, these same feminists are okie dokie okay with him using the worst stereotypes physically possible to represent womanhood, to represent girlhood, and it is just disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. That's why I can't take feminists seriously.
So
Because
what
if
is it
y'all
you've
were
been
really
looking for?
about that life,
I'm
y'all
looking
would
for
be
a
stringing
cure
this
to help my
mofo
twin
up
sister,
for
Anne,
being so
so that she can return to
disrespectful.
Hogwarts.
You will be
Because
stringing
Merlin
him up
knows
for
everyone
being
else
so
is keeping
disrespectful
Why do you
and
think you'll
using
find a
the
cure in the restricted
worst
section?
possible
Does the Hogwarts
stereotypes
matron have nothing
to
to say about
generalize
that?
what it is to be a
No,
woman
we've
or
tried
to be a
everyone from
girl,
Nurse Blaney to St.
right?
Mungo's.
So that's why
But
I do not
can
take
research on my own.
this
No
dude
need to concern
seriously.
yourself with that right now.
I don't.
Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what,
So-
precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You know, it's just
You're
it's
being awfully
ridiculous.
cryptic.
Dang, I can't even get this one. I know I need that mofo. I didn't know he was in the restricted section. But you said it's mostly white. No. See, that's not even true, Leo. I've seen plenty of black women on these motherfucking YouTubes and Twitters and all this other stuff hyping this dude up. I've seen black women doing it too. It's not just white women. I can't just put that on white women. I really can't. So it's just ridiculous. You know? It's absolutely ridiculous. Wait, that's not the one I wanted. I want this one.
Prepare it.
But why does this? Oh, I had to walk up. But yeah, this dude throws this whole big old party performance theatrical thing for him making it 365 days. 365 days of being a woman. And he's just like going on, and he's singing in this terrible high-pitched voice that sounds like trash. Like, you know, if he sang good, I would at least give him the props. Like, oh yeah, you was hitting them notes, G. But nah, G, he sounded like trash. Like the worst. Like, he sounded terrible. Like, his singing is trash. But it was just all this high-pitched woo type singing, and I'm just like, shut the hell up. And the thing is, I like theater. Okay, I like theater, and I like, you know, musicals and stuff, so I can appreciate the different styles of singing. It was not that. Like, it wasn't hitting.
I like having friends who are
It's
in
like
my
watching a movie
Now
with
go.
a lot of bad
Good luck in
acting
your
and bad
search.
writing, and then you're forced to watch
Now,
it.
where's that damned poltergeist
yeah.
got to?
It's just
I know
absolutely
just the
ridiculous.
spell to repair this armor.
So, you know, these freaking feminists over here allowing it, celebrating it, calling the rest of us, you know, calling us names for not agreeing with it, for actually caring about, you know, respect of womanhood, right? Like, those of us that do respect womanhood, those of us that do value womanhood, we're the ones getting called all these weirdo names. We're the ones being called all these weirdo names, but then y'all allow this mofo to cosplay the heck out of womanhood. And so he did this whole little dance number and all these songs. It was very self-indulgent, and it was extremely like cringe on so many levels. It was cringe.
Where might this lead?
And it was sick. And then had the nerve to try to do some freaking stuff where it made it seem like, oh, you know, these people are just bullying me when they, you know, when they talk about it, and they're just bullying me. And it's like, no, it's not that people are just bullying you. I fell clean off that mug. Okay. I just had to wait. I wasn't patient. That was my problem. Ugh. I gotta fight these things. Yeah, it is cosplay. It most certainly is cosplay.
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Did I get them all?
Revelio.
Or you see them mofos? They just waiting for me. Them mofos was just waiting for me. But yeah, it's full-blown cosplay. Because, like, womanhood has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with wearing makeup. It has absolutely nothing to do with wearing heels and dresses. Because I know plenty of women that don't do any of that. Does not make them less of a woman. And so what's crazy about that whole thing is, wasn't feminism fighting against that very stereotype of just like painting women as like just these soft, frilly little things that just love pink, wear heels and makeup and all this other shit? Wasn't that exactly the thing that feminists were fighting against? So now you're uplifting it when a man does it. Right? When a man does it, it's okay. That's womanhood. It's girl power, all this other stuff. But it's literally the weirdest form of misogyny. Right? Like, you have to hate women to reduce us down to heels and makeup. You have to. Because even with and you know, I'm not a Matt Walsh fan. Don't get me wrong, like I'm not a fan of his. But I do have a lot of respect for him for his commentary on how they treat us as women. I really have a lot of respect for him in that regard because he has been going at this dude's neck non-stop, and he has not let up. He has not let up, not even the slightest. And I appreciate that because, wait, how am I supposed to get to that?
Revelio.
I want that. I want what's ever in there. But how do I get there? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. You said, great game. Want to give me a copy? Looks like fun. And thanks for the good chat. Hope the night goes well. Oh, thank you so much, Rodney. I really appreciate that. I really do appreciate it because y'all work hard for your money. And the fact that, you know, you would gift me with some of that, I really, truly do appreciate that. Where's the other one? No! No! I don't fail. Do I gotta fight these things again? Okay, no, I don't. But yeah, y'all work hard for your money, so I really do appreciate that. I forget how to do this one. Okay, I just had to run. I wasn't finna sit there and try to play this, but yeah, Hogwarts Legacy is a lot of fun. I actually really enjoy this game.
This must be the way forward.
Yeah, I actually really enjoy this game. I think that all the hate it was getting because of stupid stuff was absolutely ridiculous.
Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
I know it's about to be a big old fight. supposed to be a big old fight over here. Yeah, you see all them mofos? That's a lot of mofos to fight. Let me see if I got some gear. Some gear I can put on to make this a little bit better for myself. But yeah, it was like this whole freaking spectacle. If you saw it, it was like this whole spectacle. It was very self-indulged, self-absorbed, and just overall just dumb. Like overall just dumb. And then he tried to play the victim. He's like, I'm just trying to survive. I'm just trying to be happy and survive. Like, nobody's after you. Like, nobody's literally after you. And what's crazy is, you know, this is related, but, you know, not entirely, because it's not his audience that's doing this. But there's this woman that was going after... There was this woman that was calling out this one dude who was basically being a predator to children, right? He was doing all the predatory things that you expect. And she was calling out his foolishness. And his audience literally started doxing her, started freaking attacking her, and like actually trying to cause harm to her. Dang. They are attacking me. I think that's the last one. Okay, I'm healing, so that was the last one. But yeah, there is this woman that literally was calling out this other guy named Jeffrey Marsh, who's a complete creep. Like, he is literally, like, doing textbook predator grooming behaviors, right? If you study any, you know, grooming tactics, he was literally doing them all. You know, isolate children from their parents by telling them that their parents are this, that, and the third. Telling them that, hey, you know, you should stop talking to your parents, but you know who you can talk to? You can talk to me. I'm safe. You can talk to me. And then trying to lure them into private conversations through his Patreon. These were things that he was saying in his actual videos. And this Muslim woman was calling it out, right? She was calling out the behavior and how dangerous that is. And his audience literally started, like, stalking this woman. They vandalized her car. One of them sent her an email detailing, like, her child's schedule. So, like, she has 2 daughters, and was, like, telling her, like, oh, well, you take your daughter to school at this time, and you pick her up at this time, knowing all the details about her daughter. She has the right to say that she's scared for her life and her daughter's life, because she's actually being targeted. She has a real life threat against her. Dylan, this dude is over here in freaking penthouse suites, living it up. And he's talking about, I just want to survive. I just want to be able to live. I just want to survive. Your struggle ain't a survival struggle. There's people out here who really are trying to survive, right? There's people in different countries that don't have access to all sorts of stuff. They are trying to survive. That Muslim woman who's being attacked for literally trying to protect children, she's trying to survive and protect her children. You get on in here, you know, crying after you did some musical number, and the whole thing was staged. It looked staged because the music was all perfect for this little breakdown. He was like, I'm just gonna be emotional and vulnerable for a moment. You practice that, my dude. And the thing is, you can tell when someone is being genuine. You can tell when someone genuinely has like a strong emotional, you know, something strong emotional happening, because you feel it inside. But when it's something that is just completely acted out and there's no real backing to it, no spiritual backing to it, we feel that, right? It feels artificial, it feels fake. And that's exactly what it was. He was like, I just want to be happy and I just want to survive. Shut the hell up. Just shut the hell up. You over here flaunting in the Ritz Hotel. You're flaunting all this, you know, luxury items, luxury this, but you're just trying to survive.
Professor Rookwood.
BS.
Professor
Okay, I
McCall.
could show you some people that's
We
trying to
understand that
survive.
you are adjusting well
And they are
to life
not
at Hogwarts.
hanging out in the Ritz,
I am.
meeting Drew
I
Barrymore
am
and
glad.
all these other celebrities, meeting with the
Especially in light of
president.
your unusual
They're
situation.
literally trying to
Starting as a
survive.
fifth year.
So it's just,
As it
the whole
happens,
thing was
I
just
was also admitted to
disgusting.
Hogwarts
And then
as a
he
fifth year.
he went on this whole thing about the
I've
Daily
never heard
Wire
of
and
another
said they're
like
so
us.
hateful.
Miss
When
Smith.
honestly, they just keep it a
When we
buck
spoke
on this
yesterday,
topic,
our
right? I
seniors
can't speak for
lovely.
them on all topics,
Beautiful
but on this
swirls we
particular
saw years
topic,
ago when we visited your hamlet.
they
I
say nothing
recognised
but
you all
facts,
immediately.
right?
thank
It's
you
all
enough for
facts
listening.
every time they talk
We were
on
glad to
this
help.
subject.
And yes, I
So,
did see
you know,
swirls of
I
magic
just get
everywhere
so
that day.
disgusted
My
when I think
father
about
insists it was my
when I think
imagination
about,
and
you know, this
why-
dude. I get so disgusted.
It was not your imagination.
I
First
get
of all,
irritated
Professor
because it's
Rackham,
like,
you see
especially
this?
being pregnant, like,
We've never known of
and
another
going through
who
the
could.
throes of womanhood, you
Don't
know.
understand what's
And
happening.
womanhood takes so many different
The
forms. Like
whispers or
womanhood could be,
traces that appear
you know,
when
you're
a
trying to get pregnant
particular
and you
form
can't.
of ancient
Your body's
magic is
designed to
wielded.
have a baby,
Ancient
and you
magic.
just can't for whatever
You
reason.
are
That is a
capable
part
of
of
wielding it.
womanhood, right?
Hogwarts
That is
itself
something
is a
that a woman would
stronghold
feel,
of
and is
ancient
devastating
magic.
to us. The
So
same
if
way,
I
like
can
a
do
man,
traces
if
of
his,
ancient magic,
you know, if
then
his
I can
sperm
wield
was
it too.
weren't swimming,
With
that
the
would be
proper
something
training.
devastating
But
for him.
let us
It,
not
it's
get ahead of
specific to
ourselves,
him
Miss
as a man. I can't tell him what that feels
Before I
like.
can
Just like a
train
man
you to
cannot
wield
tell me
such
what it
magic,
feels like,
you
you
must
know,
first
to have someone tell
master
you that
all
your
that
womb isn't
Hogwarts
working, or that
has to
it's,
offer.
you know, your uterus is shaped funny. So that's
And
why
magic
you're not going to
is
be able to have
powerful.
kids, or
Great
because
power in
this
our
is,
hands.
you know what I mean?
It
Like,
must be wielded by a select.
the mockery of womanhood is absolutely disgusting and disturbing, and the fact that there are women over here hyping it up and backing it up is even more trifling. It's like, y'all fought so hard against misogyny, but as long as they have misogyny with a wig and heels, you're fine with it? Psh. Off my lawn, okay? Please get off my lawn. We not built the same.
Sebastian.
I hate that I'm walking around in my knickers. Is that what they say in London and stuff like that? Their pajamas are their knickers. Not to be confused with the other word, but it looked like I'm wearing pajamas.
Detentions are in.
I didn't even notice that. It looked like I'm wearing pajamas. I need to find some
I'm
clothes.
afraid I must take this to the
Anyways,
headmaster.
I think
But
that's enough on that
being
topic.
said,
You know,
please
I do have a video
inform
where I
us
go
that
in
you
depth
didn't
about like
come
the whole
under
thing with like
me.
trans and things like that.
If
I'm more
someone has
concerned with
coerced you,
everything
I
that's
would
being
have you tell
aimed
me.
at children, right? Because children
You
cannot
regret
decide to sterilize
What's
themselves.
this?
Children cannot decide whether or not they want to have kids.
There
You
was
know,
nobody else.
children cannot decide whether or
came
not they
alone.
want to mutilate their body. Adults can, by all means. If you're an adult and you want to do that, by all means, go do what you're going to do. But don't make that decision for children just because of how a child might feel or how they might have been coaxed into feeling. But I have a whole video going in depth on that topic. So I digress. Moving on. Let me see. Moving on. Let me see. Yeah, you said the hate was what put the game on your radar. See, that's what happened to me. I wasn't gonna play Hogwarts. I'm not even gonna hold you. I was not going to play Hogwarts at all. I didn't even know the game was coming out until I heard people get mad because they were just mad at J.K. Rowling for being pro-woman. Imagine being mad at a woman for enjoying and standing up for womanhood. Like, how stupid does that sound? I'm gonna attack you for being for celebrating. I'm gonna attack you for celebrating being a woman, and in the same breath, I'm going to demand that you celebrate me being trans. And furthermore, I don't think we should be celebrating mental illness. I hate to be the one to tell you. I really hate to be the one to tell you, but having gender dysphoria is a mental health crisis. Okay? It is a mental health crisis. It is not something to be glorified. It is not something that I would wish on anybody. Not gonna be sitting over here wishing that someone is trans and wishing that they have gender dysphoria, because that is a mental health issue. Why would you wish that on somebody? Why would you glamorize a mental health issue? That's like us glamorizing bulimia or anorexia or glamorizing freaking body integrity disorder, where the person believes that they should be disabled in some way, shape, or form. And so they go to a doctor to see if they can get limbs cut off or be blinded or something like that. We don't glamorize those things for a reason, because it's a mental health issue. For some reason, we're glamorizing not feeling comfortable in your own body and thinking that you're the opposite gender or the opposite sex or whatever the hell. I just can't, bruh. And that's why I have a lot of respect for people like, you know, I don't know all their politics, but on this subject, right? I have a lot of respect for people like Blair White and Buck. I think the name is Buck. I don't know the full I don't know this person's full name, but Buck. They're both trans people, but they understand that what they're dealing with is a mental health issue.
Fair enough.
Right? They understand it, and they don't try to push that on other people. They don't want to be trans, right? They'd rather be born the way they want to be born, but they recognize that that's just not what it is. And so they literally just go through life trying to be comfortable, which I have no issue with. Right? I have no issue with. If you literally cannot reconcile in your mind and come to terms with that you're a man when you're a man, and you're a woman when you're a woman, if you can't come to terms with that, and the best way that you can ease that discomfort is to, you know, do all that stuff, by all means. But let's not pretend like you and me are the same. Let's not pretend that you and Justin are the same. Buck Angel, yes, thank you. Buck Angel, I got respect for them because they don't sit over here and try to detach from reality. They're intact with reality, and that's why people like that, I'm not afraid of them. Right? I wouldn't be afraid being around Buck Angel. I wouldn't be afraid being around Blair White. I wouldn't be afraid being around them because they're still intact with reality. They recognize what they have going on, and I'm not going to invalidate what they feel inside. But they also aren't going to sit over here and pretend like we're the same. Right? They're not going to pretend like because they got some surgeries and some hormones that we're the same. They're not going to do that. They're still intact with reality. But you have these other folks that are completely detached from reality to the point where if you don't validate, if you do not validate their belief that they are what they say they are, then they will lose their freaking minds. They have temper tantrums. And I'll be damned if a man in a dress tries to fight me because I'm not gonna validate that we're the same. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not. It's dangerous. It's so dangerous when you go down that rabbit hole.
Don't neglect your friends.
But I digress, you know, and I really think that most trans people actually don't behave in the way that these mofos are. I genuinely believe that it's just the ones that are loud, that are the loudest, that are really out here acting a fool. That is what I want to believe, right? That is what I want to believe, because ain't no way, boy, her biology class. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. But yeah.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as
Let
soon
me
as
see.
possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow. It might be
But
best
I
to
think I've said my piece on that. I'm not trying to get too worked up because this topic actually does irritate me a lot, right? It really does irritate me as a woman. I feel disrespected. I feel extremely disrespected. But moving on, let's see.
Professor
There's
Fig
stuff
and
they
Weasley,
and
I'll
I
also
would
teach
disagree
you
on, but
additional
I would
differences.
enjoy talking with them.
Please
I would
complete the
learn,
assignments I have given you,
and there
then
would be no
proceed
hate,
to see
even
me in my classroom.
though I don't see eye to eye on some stuff. But that is maturity and intelligence, right? Absolutely. You know, my whole thing is we don't have to agree on everything. There's so much information in this world. I don't have access to all the information in the world, and neither does the next person. So it's like we can disagree and come to an understanding as far as like, you know, this is how you view it because these are your experiences that I don't personally share. And whether or not I agree or disagree is neither here nor there, but it's always good to understand other people's perspectives and the way other people move, because it helps you understand yourself even better. Because you end up finding out that oftentimes our motivations are pretty similar. It's just our circumstances that make things more difficult. And yeah, it's just our circumstances that make things more difficult, right? Whatever lens we're viewing life through, whatever, you know, things we got going on affects how we see it, but how we feel about it usually be the same. You know, the same desires to be happy, the same desires to have security, the same desires to see people that look like yourself do well. Those same desires are within everyone, and it's nothing wrong with that. But you only really figure that out once you really talk to folks. Yeah, once you really talk to folks without being closed-minded and hateful and all that stuff. But yeah, moving on. The next thing I want to talk about, and I'm going to talk about this real briefly because it's not that deep for me, is everyone's talking about Ciara and her outfit, right? If you haven't heard or you haven't seen, which I don't know how, if you're on YouTube, if you're on YouTube, especially the black side of YouTube, you've definitely seen the pictures of Ciara, Miss Goodies, okay, putting her goodies out there on the Oscar red carpet. So it is my understanding that there was a theme for the Oscars, right? Not every celebrity that went to the Oscars dressed for the theme, but several of them did. And the theme was, I guess, sheer, see-through. You know, that was kind of the theme, was see-through. And, you know, there were a couple celebrities that I think did it very tastefully. Like, for example, Halle Bailey, I think that's how you say her name. She also had a sheer corset and a sheer kind of tulle dress. Absolutely gorgeous. She looked so good. And she looked so good, y'all. Halle Bailey, her outfit was so beautiful, but it also fit the theme of being sheer. Now, Ciara wasn't the only one that was on the red carpet basically naked, right? She was one of many that were basically naked, but everyone called her out because she's married. And my whole thing is, I'm not gonna respond the same way that I do to celebrities that I would a regular person walking down the street, right? Now, celebrities, they have this whole thing about being iconic and wanting to leave their mark on history as far as like fashion goes, because Rihanna, she did a look like that years ago where she was basically naked in this, it was, I'm not even gonna lie, it was iconic and it was very pretty. I wouldn't wear that. I absolutely would not wear that, right? I wouldn't want pictures of me with my boobs out, even though she looked amazing. If you remember, like she had like this old school like 20s hat on, and it was a tight fit dress that was very sheer with a lot of like rhymes, like gemstones on it, and she looked gorgeous. I would not feel the same way seeing that with just some random woman on the street wearing that outfit. It would be weird. But she's a celebrity. They are held to a different standard than we are. And not only that, a lot of these celebrities, their goal is to become iconic, to have those iconic moments. And a lot of times they do it through how they dress. And so I wasn't as pressed about her outfit. Me personally, would I wear it? Hell no. Absolutely not. Okay, my goodies. Okay, my goodies are for Justin and Justin only, right? So I wouldn't wear it. But at the same time, she's a whole celebrity, and she's trying to go for those iconic moments, which I understand. If her husband let her walk out the house like that, that's on him. That is absolutely on him. And, you know, he didn't look too happy about it in the pictures. I'm not going to lie. He did not look too happy about it in the pictures. But, you know, I mean, that's his wife. That's his wife, his life. So I'm not gonna talk too much ish about him letting his wife go out like that or whatever the case may be. It is what it is, you know? So me personally, I'm not too hard pressed about it. But you see a lot of people online and they're just like, how dare she disrespect her husband like that? I'm like, is it disrespect if he's allowing it? He went with her. If he was so hard pressed against it, he wouldn't have went with her.
I'll let Professor
He
Sharp
would have
tell
set
you
her there
how
by
to
herself.
Now,
You know, he would put his
once
foot
it will
down, but
branch out,
didn't. So
introduce you to
I'm not gonna be more
different
outraged
sort
than the
of
man
flora.
that's married
The
to her.
Chinese chomping
Um,
carriage. You'll find
absolutely
that some
not.
plants are better suited to uses
Let's see.
outside of a
But
cool
yeah, I think that
Cabbages
topic
do
is
get
over.
tasty without something
Like
to
people are
chew.
making whole dissertations about it.
I have a
It's really not
dive
that
more
deep,
on
to be
There,
honest.
dear.
It's really
Let me
not
have a
that
good
deep.
chomping.
There were
Yes,
plenty
Professor.
of white
They're in the
women
other greenhouse. It's just
half
at the end
naked
of the
just like
footbridge leading
Ciara,
out of this
and
room.
I don't see the white
Your
community
classmate
over there
Miss Pruitt
complaining and
kindly
talking
said
about
she's
it and
happy
making a
with
big deal about it.
Come back and
But
see
us
me
as
when
black
you're
folks, we
finished.
gotta
Oh,
get distracted
mind your
by
fingers.
stupid stuff.
Two bites.
We gotta get distracted by all the dumbest things. We literally have to get distracted by literally the dumbest things. And so
Hello. Saw you on your
I
way
just
to
I
Hackney
just
the
don't
other
get
day.
it. The white people
Nice to
were
meet
not
you.
upset about
I'm
their
Leander.
white women
I'll be
going out
showing you
dressed
the
like
Chinese
that. I
chomping
don't know why
cabbages.
we're upset.
Up these stairs
I
will
think
take
we
us there.
can
But
just be
you'll
like,
lead.
if you don't like it, just be like, that's not tasteful. I don't like that. And then just keep it moving. But we're making whole
Nice
dissertations
work in
about
Defense
it.
Against the Dark Arts,
We're
by the
sitting
way.
over here having
Excuse me?
whole think pieces about
You're
it.
with Sebastian.
And
he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered
Yeah.
him. It was brilliant.
I think a lot of time is wasted talking
Wow.
about that stuff.
Thank you.
So that's why I'm not
I
going to
nearly
go
put
too deep
Sebastian
into
in his
it, you
place
know?
Myself. I mean, I would have.
Let's
If Henry
see.
hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that
Moving
dragon
forward,
storm
the
from
next
crushing
part
you?
is this whole
Here we
Sneako
are.
thing.
Home of the Chinese
Now,
chomping cabbage. Go on. Now,
I've-
see that dozen? Just toss the cabbages at it. And they'll do the
I've
rest.
heard of Sneako a long time ago. And it's an obvious grift, right? Like, it's pretty obvious that he's grifting so hard. Like, he was like, oh, there's money in this red pill stuff. There's money in this red pill stuff. So why don't I just hop on board and start, toting around the same ideology that the red pill goes with, and I'll just go to the extremes, and that's how I'm going to build my following. And it's just, it's such an obvious grift. Like, it's such an obvious grift. And I don't understand how some people are refusing to see it. The same folks that are like, oh, facts and evidence this, facts and evidence that. They see some facts and evidence about how this dude is a whole grifter, and they become deaf, blind, and dumb.
Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs.
They become deaf, blind, and dumb. That just lets me know when folks say they like facts and evidence, they like specific facts
Well, imagine that
and
wasn't
specific
the dumb.
evidence. As long as the evidence of, as long as the evidence backs up what they believe, they love it. As soon as there's some evidence that counters whatever they've been believing, oh my God, no, that's just an agenda. That's just an agenda.
Dogweed and death cap has more of
It's
them
actually,
if you're keen.
excuse me, it's actually
Other
pretty
plants
funny.
too.
I'm not even gonna
Ones your
lie.
parents
It's actually
didn't plant
pretty
in the
funny.
garden. You get the idea.
Um,
Anyway, we
but
probably
yeah.
get back to class.
He's talking all this manosphere stuff, and then
Take your
the whole
time.
time.
I'll see
And
you
I'd
back in
actually
class.
seen this video a long time ago. I'm not even gonna lie. I saw that clip of him talking about watching and being next to his woman while she was, getting the business from a whole other man. I literally saw that clip a long time ago. So I'm confused as to why it's going viral now
I
again.
attended to the Chinese chomping cabbages.
Yeah, talking all this stuff. Whole time he like sitting up next to his girl while she's
Any bite marks or
getting
missing digits?
laid and slayed from another man.
As you do seem to be quite green fingers.
And I mean, if that's what you're
I
into,
need
that's
to
what you're
see your skin
into.
and the soil
But
continue to blossom.
if you're gonna make a grift that hard, at least make sure your nose is clean, so to speak. At least make sure your nose is clean.
Magical plants have so
Because
much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
that grift is.
Herbology is a bounteous
You can't
subject.
rebuild your integrity after a grift like that, right? Like once you
I
lose
suppose
integrity at
that's
some
everything.
point,
Do come by for a chat
you know,
sometime. I so
there's
enjoy
no
checking in with
return
my new
because
students.
everything you do is going to be looked at as a grift. Literally everything. So that's why, like, a lot of these folks, I do not take them seriously. Right? I don't really take them all that serious because, first of all, a lot of these folks, they will talk your ear off about some stuff and then have no intention whatsoever to actually uphold those same values that they love to tote around for everybody else. It's like those rules for me and not for thee. Yeah. And then he pulled a gun on this other dude. Yeah. Talking about, this is the only clip I like. This is the only clip I like. Now, I'm not going to pretend like I know everything about guns, right? I'm pro-gun, you know, legal gun ownership. I think that is part of our American rights. And, you know, if the criminals are going to have guns, law-abiding citizens should also be able to have their legal firearms that they handle properly and appropriately in order to protect yourself, right? Because, you know, all this stuff is very, excuse me, all this stuff is very scary, right? Like, society is scary. You be chilling in your house and somebody run up in there, and if you don't have ways to protect yourself, then you're sitting there waiting for police to come. But at this point, police are more so there for after the fact, so they can write somebody a ticket or lock somebody up. They're not really out here, you know, protecting you as crimes are happening. That honestly, most of the time, they can't even get to you in time to even help you with so-called crimes. So it's like, you have to be able to protect yourself in some way, shape, or form. And that's why I say I'm pro legal firearm. Oh, GC, you're good. You're good. You're absolutely good. I still got a few more topics to talk about while I play this game, and then I'm gonna log off. But yeah, he's over here waving the gun around, talking about, this the only clip I like. This the only clip. This the only. And I'm just like, I don't even know what part of the gun is the clip. I don't even know. I'm not gonna pretend like I do either. But then you had the other guy. I think his name is Penguin. I don't know what his real name is. Charlie? Is it Charlie? He was like, that's not a clip, that's a mag. And then he started pulling out his guns. And he had bigger guns than Sneako. Okay, he had bigger guns than Sneako. And that was funny. I'm not gonna lie. He's like, that's not a clip. I don't know what that is, but this is a mag. This is a magazine. Okay? If you're gonna talk about guns, at least have your terminology right. Now, I don't know if clip is just a street name for a magazine. I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know. Maybe it is. But that stuff was still funny. It was absolutely hilarious. He said his channel name is Penguin, but he calls himself Moist Critical? Ew. I'm offended by that name. That name is offensive.
Rebellion.
That name is very offensive. I feel violated because I had to say that name out loud. But, y'all, I am just like, I find his behavior so annoying. Like, I really find Sneako to be extremely annoying. He's like that little brother or that kid in class that just won't shut the hell up and just is so hyper. It's so hyper but says nothing. You know what I mean? Like, always running the mouth but not actually saying anything. That's the vibe I get from Sneako. Like, just hyper. And then on top of that, you add all these weirdo, like, add all these talking points that he doesn't really understand. You can tell by how he repeats, regurgitates all his words and stuff. Like, if I were to discuss certain topics, you know, even if it is a talking point, I can go in depth about it. If it's something that I truly believe, I can tell you how it connects. I can put it in my own words. I don't have to regurgitate phrase by phrase, which is what a lot of these folks do. Not just in the red pill space, but in every space, right? The trans people do that. The Republican or conservatives, they do that too. Everybody does it. And it's so annoying because it's like, it's almost like, it's almost like, you know, people aren't really thinking for themselves. They're just copying and pasting what some other nigga said. And
but whatever the reason,
you add that on top of the hyperness and the just childlike mentality, and it's just annoying. I mean, I get why some people are entertained by that. I get it, but I mean, if you're just going for entertainment, then that's fine, right? Like I Show Speed, he's like that too, where he's very like high energy, crazy, you know what I mean? But he's not, at least from my understanding, he's not trying to wake people up or trying to be be taken seriously in that way. He's more so like, oh, I'm just here to be entertaining. And it's really cringe. You know what I mean? Like, it's just really freaking cringe. And I don't know. I find it extremely disturbing.
And you should know that Rookwood is in
extremely disturbing.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade
But,
together.
all these people call, and they love to say, oh, you're doing hit pieces on me, as if they're freaking, Kennedy, President Kennedy or some shit. And it's just like, you're not that deep. You just the topic of the week. You're just the topic of the week. Ain't nobody really after you like that. Like, there's no conspiracy against you. Like, you're not, you're entertainment value. But then they want to believe it's a delusion. They want to believe this like delusion of grandiose, this delusion of grandeur. That they're just so woke and they're so aware that society is just trying to stifle them, even though they get pushed to the algorithm, even though they still have access to these things. If you were really going against the grain to the point where society is trying to silence you, it will become very evident if that was the case.
What's going on here?
It would really become evident if that was the case, because your bank accounts would start getting shut down, right? You start losing access to your bank accounts. You start losing access to all sorts of things if folks were really after you like that, but they're not. It's like this idea of grandeur. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Speed lighting that Pikachu firework in his house was hilarious, but he goes too far with the stunts. I know who you're talking about with that one. Is this I Show Speed or is that Speed? Okay, Speed lighting that Pikachu firework in his house. Wow, that's funny.
I hope you have your affair.
I'm whooping some tail, but I think some more come. Yeah, some more folks come. Yeah.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Girl, bye.
Get over here, you take we can hold them off. I'm not going anywhere with you. Production. Head in a production. You haven't got a brag. Dodgy with your skills on, sweetheart. Potato. That's just careful.
Ooh, Gotti. Grandeur. Yeah, grandeur. I know words, but pronouncing them sometimes, not so good. But yeah, that whole Sneako thing is so stupid to me. And I just think that some people really need mental health help, right? Like really need therapy, or better yet, need to be, how do I say, ignored. Because that's what I would do. When I was in high school, middle school, and there were kids around me that behaved that way, I haven't really seen it too much in my adulthood, like in my real life. But when I was in high school, middle school, and I would be around kids that act that way, the best way to respond to them is to ignore them. Because they get off on... They get off on everyone talking about them. They get off on that. So even though he's over here complaining about all this attention he's getting, he really does like it, right? He really enjoys
Of
the
the legend of
attention.
King Arthur.
He enjoys
The
Abram
very
Preach going in on
same.
him.
Merlin
He
attended
enjoys
Hogwarts,
this
you know,
penguin dude
and
going
I'm
in on him.
studying some curious
So he's gonna
fixtures
continue
he
to
left here centuries
antagonize.
ago.
Fixtures.
You know, just like that
These
annoying
vine
kid in the
covered
class.
hills,
But I
dozens of
kid
them
you
all
not,
around
when
the
you
area.
ignore
I've
they
taken to
ass,
calling them the trials
when you
of
ignore
Merlin.
them and you leave
I
them
believe
alone,
He created
okay,
them as a
they
diversion
usually
for his fellow Slytherins.
calm down.
He was terribly
But as long
fond
as he's
of
getting all that
puzzles and
attention, he's
enigmas.
gonna continue to act like a crazy person. He's
I
gonna
can see
continue
why
to
you're
act
so
the
interested in
fool,
Merlin.
put
I'd
on
be keen
shows
to
for
know more about
folks.
the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret.
So
No
that's
one
all I really
has
have to say on that
managed to
dude.
figure out how
He's
they
mad
work.
annoying. I'm
But
not even gonna
I
hold
believe
you.
I have just
He's mad
unlocked a
annoying.
crucial
I wouldn't
clue.
even bother.
I suspect
I wouldn't
that
even bother with
Mallow
him,
Sweet is
right?
an
Like I said,
important
ignore.
component in getting the trials to work.
Mallow
Oof.
Sweet.
Versatile herb. Merlin
She is
repeatedly mentioned it
kicking.
in his
Like it's like
writings.
I'll feel her
I
like
had
kick,
just
and then
arrived to test
my
theory
like
when I
belly
was
will go
so
up and then
rudely
drop really
interrupted.
fast. It
You
feels
see,
so
each
weird.
swirl in Merlin's writing
It
has a
feels so
symbol
weird, you
in the
guys.
center. That started me thinking.
You know,
what
I
if
love
Mallow Sweet is meant to be placed
I
at
love
the center
having
of the symbols.
being pregnant. I really do.
Would you care
But
to do the honors?
this
We can
feeling is
see what
crazy.
comes of our little
It's crazy,
hypothesis.
y'all. No, excuse me.
I brought a trunk chock full of Mallow Sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
I already
This
have some.
trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
Okay.
I have the Mallow Sweet.
You take all your Mallow Sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each
Have you
trunk
guys been seeing
has
those memes go around where it's like, I know a Merlin trial when I see one, and it's like some actual, like it's a real life picture, or mine now demiguise, when they found like a statue that kind of looks like the demiguise.
The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these incendiary beers.
The flames make the pyre sink.
Yeah. But overall, you know, a lot of these folks, if we stop giving them attention, they'll stop. Everyone does everything for likes nowadays. Like literally everything for likes. You said I was subscribed to him until they deleted his channel. Now I heard he can only be on
However,
Rumble.
I now have even more questions.
Yeah?
How does it
I mean,
work?
even if you have a lot of subs, if you're bad for marketing, if you're a bad look on YouTube, they will
Not precisely.
cut
I think
ties.
each has
Okay?
those telltale
They will cut
vines
ties
of
and
the
they will
swirl.
not worry about it because
You
that's the
should
thing.
feel free to search
Content
them
creators
if you
like
come
that,
across them. I believe I
you
have
can
what
find
I
them by the
need to
dozen.
continue my
Like,
research.
his
My
channel
guess is
goes
that
down,
each will
another one
also
pops
require
up.
Mallow Sweet,
And
which you can
it
find
makes
in Hogsmeade,
YouTube no
should
never
you need
mind.
more.
Like, they don't
I
care.
really must
Because
be off.
he's gone,
Such a pleasure
guess
to
what?
meet
There's
you.
somebody else. There's somebody else that'll start pushing
And
through the
do be
algorithm to
careful
take
up
his
here.
place
Now,
that
I've
will
got what I
hopefully
needed,
toe the
and I shall
line.
return to the safety of
Right?
my
That will toe the line
nook
on
and
their policies and not do anything too crazy to the point where, you know, people aren't the advertisements don't want to, you know, they don't want to do the advertisements or whatever the case may be. Successfully avoid enemy attacks by dodging. Cast incendio. Okay. I can do that. Wait, I need my map. I'm not about to walk all that way. Absolutely not. Hogwarts map. But yeah. YouTube doesn't care. They let his channel go and then they'll just start pushing somebody else to fill that spot. And their money will be straight. They don't care. That's all these companies care about is their money, their bottom line. Which I can't blame them for. Right? Because I care about my money too. But it is what it is. I'm not sitting over here
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the Ministry
not sitting over
Guidance
here,
School after
like,
the incident in Hogsmeade?
crying about YouTube and all this other stuff. potions teacher always gotta be a jerk? Like, Professor Snape was a jerk. This guy's a jerk. What is it about teaching potions that makes mofos a jerk?
As 5th years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion
She is moving about. Ooh.
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety
She just
of injuries.
shifted. Like, she went from one side of my belly all the way to the other side. That thing felt so weird.
Before today's class is completed, each of you will have
Y'all don't understand. I mean, the women that's had children, y'all understand, but the men, y'all don't understand.
You never know when you might need it.
Feeling a whole human just moving around inside you. This is just, it's crazy. Probably because they got bullied at Hogwarts.
Use
That's funny.
a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't wait until my hair grows out a little bit longer. I want to do cute little styles like that, put it up, you know. But I do appreciate my short hair for now, cause being pregnant and also trying to deal with my long hair.
I see most of you have not
Hot
forgotten how to
mess.
stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear,
I'm gonna
of your
challenge
recent
myself
exploits in Hogsmeade,
and say that I can only have 5 Wiggenweld potions on me at a time.
Professor Weasley had you acquire
I'm not
the
going to carry
recipe
around
from
25
J. Pippins,
Wiggenweld
correct?
potions.
Yes, sir.
Only 5 of them.
For the moment you can
If I
find the
can't make them
ingredients you
5
need
work,
in my
then that
office.
I'm just going to have to get
But
better
in
at the
future,
game.
You'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain.
I think my
and
makeup
will
looks
require you to
cute.
be a bit more.
I'm seeing myself in the little
resourceful.
camera.
Come and see me when
I
you
think my
finish
makeup
brewing,
turned out pretty cute.
and we'll
Even
see if it
though
was skill or luck the
I had
first
some
time round.
issues. I think once I get all the right stuff, it's going to be even better.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this
What's
year.
he gonna ask me to steal
I hear
for him?
Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office.
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll
What's up with the
brain can brew
Weasleys
a
always
Juris
being so
potion.
mischievous?
I'm working on
Like,
something
the
that's
Weasleys
certain
are
to be
always like
spectacular.
mischievous people.
I'm just
Remember the
missing one
twins?
tiny last ingredient.
Always
that will add
causing
that extra
problems.
spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fooper feather, as you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission. Perhaps
When I
you could
saw
grab it for
what
me.
Harry's dad did to him in school, I was like, that's why he didn't like him. Yeah, that is true. That's very
I don't know,
true.
Gareth. I don't
Harry's
want to
dad
become
was a
Sharp's
jerk.
bad side.
You won't.
He was a whole bully.
Fooper feathers aren't
And then the fact that he was also in love
Sharp
with his
won't even
wife.
miss it.
I mean, I ain't getting you nothing.
I've enough
What
to
I
worry
find, I
about
keep.
collecting the ingredients
Okay?
you want
What
me
I
to
find, I
get.
keep. You want
I'm
that,
afraid
you
I
want to
can't
find it
help you.
yourself.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
Keep your potions.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Fooper feather. Fooper feather. I'll take it, but son, I ain't giving it to you.
Ravenna.
Anything else in his office that I need?
Should not be that color, Miss McDowell. Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
Yeah, my makeup looks cute. I did my thing earlier. Okay, with limited resources, I did my thing. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not looking forward to washing this stuff off. I mean, I'm looking forward to getting it off my face, but just the process of washing it off, I am not looking forward to. Man, and I don't have makeup remover, so I gotta just use my little soap. I'm gonna have to use it like I'm probably have to cleanse my skin like 2-3 times, and then put on some really heavy moisturizer.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Fine job putting your first whipping.
This dude always jacking something up.
Done. What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
Where is he?
I brewed an Edorus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was
I'm sorry, I keep looking at myself in the camera. I just look so cute.
And the fact you're a new student.
I haven't done my makeup in so long.
A rare occurrence.
So I feel real cute
and you
today.
do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. And you can keep that Fwooper feather. This time. That'll be all.
Ooh, that's funny.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration. It's just a term.
Okay, so with this one, I just gotta go out into the world, which I can do that. I can do that over here. I'm gonna complete this little mission, and then I'm gonna call it a day.
Greetings,
I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna get some
Slytherin.
sleep.
Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor Fig. Scrope can help you. And you can help Scrope get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up to. Especially Professor Blank. I feel so cute. I'm sorry. I don't want y'all to think I'm full of myself or anything, but I just think I haven't done my makeup in so long. Like, it's been a very long time since I did a full face of makeup. I'm so sad Justin's asleep, so he can't even appreciate. He can't even appreciate the makeup that I did on my face. He can't even appreciate it.
Scrope? Who is Scrope?
I don't remember doing this last time. This must be specific to being in Slytherin. that's another cool thing about the game is that it is different based on you know, which house you're in.
Revelio.
Yeah, I didn't do this the last time. Almost there. Head for the pumpkins just down the stone circle. Look inside one of them. Maybe to help poor broken-hearted Scope.
Pumpkins. Oh, I think I know just the place.
Yeah, this must be specific to Slytherin, because I did not do this last time. Because last time I was in Ravenclaw, right? Last time I was in Ravenclaw, I was not in Slytherin, so they switch it up based on which house you're in, which I think is really cool. It gives you an incentive to like. Is it gonna be in the absolute last one that I'm like, is this gonna be the last one? The young Slytherin, yeah, it has to do with Slytherin. Young Slytherin must be exceptionally curious by now. Meet Scrope at the water's edge by the broken docks.
Down to the water's edge.
Okay.
This had better not be a trick.
See, I like little touches like that. The fact that depending on what house you're in, you're going to have different gameplay. I mean, granted, some of the gameplay is generally the same, but still. I definitely need to collect these. Need those for potions later on. Very easy to run out of those.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. I've been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Happy to help, especially if you can shed light on the book.
Scrope is grateful. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honor her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
I don't understand how you found out that I was looking for the pages in the first place. How you know?
Scrope is relieved.
You've been spying on me.
The young Slytherin would be willing to help.
You've been hiding in the bushes.
Take this toast to the grotto just down
You've
the
been
coast.
keeping tabs.
And place it on the pedestal there. Good luck. Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your pages. And the ring.
Yeah, I'll find your janky little ring. I remember when you do Ravenclaw, you have to, oh shoot! Dang. That mofo came out of nowhere. Dang. Man, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting. I did not see that thing there. It was just there. I did not expect it. And I believe there's another one. Bruh. There's like 2 of them. No, there's like 3 of them. Oh, this one's way more difficult. I'm gonna have to fight these things from a distance, cause man. I was not expecting it to be that many of them. Dang, that thing ain't even. Bruh. Those whatchamacalls ain't doing nothing. Bruh. I shouldn't have did that. Now they coming for me. Oh, this thing glitching like a mug. I know I gotta use Incendio. Those things are so difficult to destroy. Whew. I dang busted finger. Bruh. That took forever. That took forever, my guy. Whew. There's another one? Why are there so many of them? Well, I guess with the other one, it was spiders, right? Okay, yeah. I wasn't about to play with that thing. I was not about to sit there and play with it if I didn't have to.
Why would I need a piece of toast? I suppose that's where it goes.
It's like an offering. I ain't got no dang blasted Wiggenweld potion. I ain't got nothing.
Could it be? A visitor?
Oh, so you still have to do the Jackdaw mission. Okay.
Oh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. The name's Richard Jackdaw. I was a student, just like you, about a century ago. How in the world did you find this place?
A house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a black family ring here.
Ah. Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Poor Scrope. Still holds a candle for Apollonia, I reckon. Can't say I blame him. I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, 'twas to no avail. I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. She simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? Not my finest moment.
I'd like to have those pages if you don't mind.
They're not here. I thought
Yeah, I gotta
if
go into
Apollonia
the-
wasn't interested in the map on the pages,
I gotta go
perhaps
into the
it
dang
would lead to
blasted
something
cave with
that
all
would
those
intrigue her.
freaking
So,
spiders.
I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And you see what happened next? Here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the
I'm not
forbidden
gonna complete
forest,
this mission.
and I'll show you where to find the pages.
I'm gonna stop it
I
right
suppose
here.
if that's the only way for me to get those pages,
pooped.
I'll meet you at the forest.
I'm sure
I'm
the pages are still
tired.
tucked in my
And
waistcoat.
I need to get up. Our
If you
appointment
don't
is
mind the
at
sight of
9.
well,
I need to be up at 6.
my decapitated skeleton. They're yours for
It's
the taking.
already almost 3. So
Revelio. A map. Doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now.
okay. I think that's about it. Oh, I gotta return to Scrope. I can do that part. The only thing is you have to press really hard on this dang blasted controller to get the person to swim. That's the only thing that I would say is kind of annoying about this. You gotta press extremely hard.
Hello, Scrope. Thanks to you, I was able to enter Apollina's grotto. The toast was the key. I met a ghost there, Richard Jackdaw, who's agreed to lead me to the pages I've been looking for.
Phew, that boy was never good enough for Apollonia. Oh, what of the Black family ring?
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold it long ago.
Sad news indeed. Scrope shall need to think of another way to impress the headmaster. Well, Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slytherin found what they needed.
I did. Thank you again, Scrope. You're a credit to House Elves.
Let me see. I don't have anything. Let me see some. Let's see if I can buy some of this stuff. See if I can buy some of this stuff. Because I need some Wiggenweld potions. I'm only allowed 5. Okay, as per my own rules. I'm only allowing myself 5. Because 25 is a lot. Like, you could be garbage at the game. But because you have so many potions on hand,
Hello there. In the market
you never
for
lose.
potions, are we?
Okay, I'm gonna buy all these up so I can make my own.
Wise decision. Thank you.
I'm gonna buy these up too. Like, why not?
I hope to see you again.
Let me
Farewell
see.
for now.
Upgrade my gear and then sell the rest of it too. I don't have any outfits I can sell. Yikes. I'm so tired of walking around in my... I like that one better. I'm gonna sell all this other
What
stuff.
can I do for you today? Very good. Never hurts to keep my stocks replenished. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
I'm gonna save here and then I'm gonna call it a night. Whew. Hopefully a little nap I'll be okay. I'll just have to like get some sleep after the appointment. I'm gonna save. Okay. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna call it a night. Let me see. Okay. This was fun. I had fun putting my makeup on. Not too bad. Okay, given that I don't have all my materials with me, okay? I don't have all my materials, but I think I did a decent job. It's not too poorly blended out. I mean, I got a little line right here that I, should have blended out much quicker, but it's okay. Like I said, I was practicing. I want to make sure that I can do it for my baby shower. That's it. That's all. But thank y'all so much for staying with your girl and chatting it up, listening to me vent about several different things. And again, thank you so much, MP, for the what is it called? Cashapp. I couldn't think of the app's name. Thank you so much for the Cashapp. I really do appreciate it. And then also Rodney, thank you so much for sending me the super chat. I truly appreciate it. I know y'all work hard for your money, and so the fact that you're willing to share some of it with me, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And again, thank you to all the homies coming out, chit chatting with your girl. Thank you to Justin for all his snores. Okay, he gave some really nice background music for my live stream. And I will see y'all with the next either video or live stream. And I hope y'all have a good weekend. Bye. If you like this content, you already know what to do. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, and definitely subscribe. In the description box will be all of my sneaky links, including Instagram, Twitter, and the Sandraland Discord server. So go ahead and check that out in the description below. Thank you so much, and I will see you either with the next live stream or the next video. Bye!